That's funny. Oh shit! Any questions for me, my man? We're just very conversational.
It's a podcast. We just talk shit.
That's it.
I wouldn't go live on TikTok.
Yeah.
The only place that let me go live without actually cutting me off.
Really, is TikTok?
Yeah, I mean Instagram do, but Facebook they always blocking everything I do on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, I just got unblocked in 30 days. I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of it.
I just quit posting on Facebook. I share stuff on there now.
I'm gonna post my thoughts here, and I'm not posting no more videos, no more none of that. And they blocked my videos for real. I got 5,000 people friends on Facebook, but only 26 see my video.
Really?
How is that possible?
It's because you have to pay for reach.
I didn't have to at first. Now Instagram and TikTok, I ain't gotta pay for none of it. Now TikTok trying to make you pay for it because they cut your videos off. I got 26,000 people following me. So you telling me only 500 can see the video? How do these numbers make sense?
Oh really?
It don't make sense. It be like, huh?
Is that new that they're?
Yeah, they sent me a whole other thing saying you can pay for it. Like it's called Blaze the Trail or some shit like that.
On TikTok?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you can pay for views now. So I'm like, oh man.
No, I didn't know they implemented that fast because I thought the allure of TikTok was it's one of the best apps.
The organic.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be organic.
You can go viral on it, right?
It's not anymore. It's not.
Well, it was gonna change eventually, but I'm surprised it happened so soon.
It's very new. Like they send it every time. I think they only send it to people who got like a lot of followers.
You got 20? How many? 26,000?
Yeah, on TikTok. Yeah.
That's legit.
I still don't know where these people came from.
Oh, they're probably like bots and some in China and shit.
I thought it was, but so a lot of them are people.
Well, there's a lot of people in China.
You're right. A lot of bots.
Well, just a lot of people in general. I mean, that's a Chinese app.
It is. I know. Right. But it's still weird because most people that follow me, they're not even from China. I say somebody from got a couple urban people following me. They literally we like video chatting each other. I'm like,
oh really?
Oh shit,
that's cool.
Like you're not in the country for real. I thought you was like a fake person. Like, nah, I'm real.
Real people.
Yeah, but they don't
that's
have.
Sick.
They weirdo people though. Like all the people that follow me weird.
What does that say about you?
I'm weird. I know this. I know I'm weird.
We're all fucking weird.
Yeah. I'm entertaining. I want to entertain people I don't know. I entertain strangers for a living.
Yeah.
That's weird as hell.
I mean, it just is what it is.
I don't even like people.
You know what's more fucking weird is going to an office every day where you're sitting under fluorescent lighting and nobody's fucking happy and you're just a cog in a wheel. And like that's more.
But it's people there that actually want to be there though.
I know.
It's not us. We don't want to do it.
I did it. I was so miserable. I hated my life.
I'm in the warehouse. I understand. I see myself. I get off stage. I just talked to Bob Saget the night before, and I'm at work looking at these people like, this is y'all life. I hated her.
Yeah.
I hated her.
Isn't that weird thing when you're super ambitious and you're pursuing a goal? It's, man, we all want to make money and we all want to be able to, produce a life doing what we want to do.
Right.
Well, at least that's what I
want to
do too. Right?
I don't want to work for nobody.
This, right? But it's so interesting when you come across people who are satisfied just doing what they're doing and they have no greater.
They don't understand you either. They think something wrong with you.
It's tough, man.
It's weird. They're like, so you just want to do that? Yes, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
This is your plan to just die? That's what you're going to do. You're going to work for somebody else and die. I don't want to do it.
Living for the weekend, dude. Everyone's just happy, just,
For the I don't want to live for the weekend. I want every day to be the weekend. I want to wake up when I want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. I don't get these people. Like that. I see them at work. They be happy to be there. I be sitting there like, I'm kill. I see why people kill themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like look, I can see it. I didn't understand it. I see what shootings happen at work nowadays. It's like, you know what? Today is the day. Right? Like I ain't supposed to be here. I don't condone shooting of buildings. And people,
yeah.
But I get the snapping point. I'm like,
yeah.
You know
dude,
what?
I was in a call center a little over 3 years.
How you last 3 years?
Dude, man, honestly,
drugs.
I'd go on lunch. I get so stoned.
Yeah. That's the only way anybody survives these jobs.
Yeah, and dude, honestly, I was really good at it. And if I didn't have kids, I wouldn't have stayed. It was just kind of one of those deals, man.
That's where I'm at right now. If I didn't have kids, I would definitely just take comedy completely full on. That was it. And sell drugs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, I mean, the thing is, I'm always really baffled whenever I talk to people who they say they want to do shit, but they don't have kids. and they don't have all these responsibilities.
And they're not doing nothing.
Exactly, they're just making excuses.
Because they really don't want to do it.
No.
They want to do it. They don't want to work to do it.
They're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Now, people don't want to work. It's like a new area. I realize everybody want to be something big, and they won't have to put the work in.
Yeah.
You have to do the work.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do the work. I still don't want to do the work, but I know I have to do the work.
It's the only way.
And you can feel it, like the progress when you do the work, though. If you're not doing the work, you're not going to feel nothing. So you get something and you're not working for it, it's not going to last.
Yeah.
Now, if you've been grinding for it, you know how to keep it because you don't want to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you talking about the open mic, that's the only reason I do it. I hate open mics.
I do.
I hate open mics, but I have to work on my jokes.
Yeah, it's so tough. It's so tough, man, because at that open mic, you're sitting there presenting the comics who don't give a shit.
They're not listening. He's funny. We already know he's funny.
Yeah.
I don't like him, so I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah.
So, he's a comic. Who cares?
Yeah. You probably get better feedback at like some of those smaller shows like you did with Jeremy at
Yeah. That's just fun.
Yeah.
That's just, they're not even there for comedy. They don't know what's going on.
They're not there for comedy, so that's not like your ideal setting.
I know.
But
you make it. That's your thing. As a comedian, you make that yourself.
Yeah.
You can just like, you know what? Y'all can listen to me, and that's easy. I wrote for the comics. They know what jokes is. That some comics will watch you to see how you set things up because they want to watch comedy.
Right.
That's the cool. That's most of us. We want to see certain things, but sometimes it's just a bunch of nonsense. We don't want to see each other.
Like I'm a fan of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really enjoy like watching it and try to understand. I don't do it, but I try to like understand it. And I do enjoy seeing other people's like their cadence and their stage control and how they set up jokes and just the shit that they talk about. So I really enjoy it. It was very interesting going to a stand up or to an open mic.
Oh yeah, you see
watching the different people.
Yeah, you see different styles. You're gonna see people that's the same person as you just saw before.
Yeah.
You're gonna see somebody actually trying to be themselves.
Yeah.
Then
You can bomb there but you can do great at an actual show.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're not bombing, you're not trying. If you're not on stage, any comedian tell you, you're not bombing, you're really not trying new jokes. You're doing the same thing over and over again. Is you safe?
Yeah.
I'm cool with bombing. I mean, that didn't work. I know to fix this. I go back to it. I'm cool with bombing.
Yeah.
And your first couple of years, you'd be like, oh god, but when you get like, I'm like 3, almost 4 years in, bomb.
You do it enough.
Yeah, like, somebody pay me. Now I don't want to bomb when I'm getting paid. That's a terrible bomb. It's like, these people paying me. I'm so sorry. I got you next show. I don't know what happened.
It happens. You put more pressure on yourself when you're getting paid.
I'm actually prepared when I get paid.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for the show. I'm not playing around. I might use a new joke here and there depending on the crowd. But when you get paid, your job is to show up early, read the crowd, see what your material should be, then do your job. Now, I didn't learn it until like 2 years in. It was like, I just show up. I'm going to do whatever. And he was like, shit, this ain't working. Why is it not working? Because I didn't do the preparation. I didn't look at the crowd. I didn't take into consideration what they might like, what they might not like. I was just went there to go tell jokes.
Yeah.
Now, you're supposed to go tell jokes, but at least keep the crowd in mind that you're finna tell jokes for.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to say that because it's a skill. You got it, and then you might read the room wrong anyway.
Yeah.
But I thought this abortion joke was gonna go over well. It's not. It's a bunch of Christians. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much gray area.
Yeah, but still, just be yourself. I realized once you just be yourself on stage, they gonna either love you or hate you.
Yeah.
Either fall for both. Either they hate you, go deep into the hate.
Can't make everybody happy.
No, it's comedy. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Somebody for every 100 people that like me, it's 1,000 people that hate me.
Yeah.
So who cares?
It's a hell of a time for comedy though right now.
Yeah, I'm still gonna tell my jokes. I don't care. If it's gonna be somebody cancel me, I'm not rich. I'm not getting money. Cancel these next.
Everybody gets mad. Dude, we're living a crazy fucking time right now.
Sensitive. I want to push my kid every time I see him, so just know life might hit you. I'm not life. I'm gonna show you what life might do to you.
Life will hit you.
It will.
See, dude, here's the thing. So I worked in the corporate environment for quite some time, and that's what my fiance does. She thrives in that space, and everything that they fucking say is you always want to frame it in a positive way, in a fucking positive. That's not how I operate. I tell things very fucking blunt.
Right.
Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's not. It just is what the fuck it is.
Life is yin and yang, good
exactly. And we do that now with kids, man. We always want to act like everything's gonna be so fucking. We're almost too sensitive.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Shit, man.
Because my daughter like that, she's really, really sensitive. I'm like, but baby, life gonna beat that out of you. Like you gotta,
dude. Like
it's okay to be sensitive, but don't just show your emotions all the time. Like,
you gotta have control, right?
And it's hard to tell girls that, cause it's boys is like even harder. He's like, I don't want to be soft, but like, hey man, you can show your emotion, but don't be just crying out here in the middle of the street. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, go in the house.
Contact, dude. It's so weird because kids see life very black and white.
True.
and it's so much more fucking gray. I find like when my kids are asking me questions, I'm just like, all right, well, yes and no, but it's like it depends. It's like normally it is this, but there are times where it is this. And
right, because it's not like I can't tell you this is the right way because it could be a stipulation of why it might not be the right
so
way.
much
Life,
fucking gray,
man, and it's hard telling kids. That's why like the religion thing. Me and my baby mamas, we all idolize different things. Like one of them a Christian, the other one feel like me. We're like, we don't know what's going on. We just believe in it. It's a God. I don't know what's his name or her name.
Yeah.
That is a higher power out there. But we're not gonna celebrate holidays. We're not doing that. We're not. No, I don't know. If that is Jesus' birthday. Let him celebrate his birthday. I'm not gonna buy y'all nothing. I buy y'all stuff for y'all birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not celebrating all these holidays.
Yeah, I don't do the Easter and shit.
No, because it doesn't make sense. If you try to explain it to kids, they were like, what? So you stupid. I'm supposed to be still like, yeah, it don't make sense to me either. But that's what they told us.
Yeah, my kids, their family on their mom's side is pretty religious.
Yeah, so you get to see it. Like, we don't care about that, but they do. Like,
yeah, dude. It's yeah, dude. So for me, I'm not about it. I let my kids know. Like, listen, man, this is what I believe.
Me too.
Nobody fucking knows. If they tell you they know,
they're liars.
They're liars because nobody knows. Somebody has a strong belief, but they don't know.
Right. And that's what humanity is. We believe a lot of we don't know a lot of shit. We don't know what's in our ocean. So you gonna tell me what's in the sky?
Yeah. Dude, we know more about space than we do about our own ocean.
And how is that possible?
Dude,
I can go dive in the ocean by myself. I can't go in no space.
Dude,
it makes no sense.
Shit.
Yeah. We can't breathe down there. Why would I go there? Why would I go there?
What is down there?
And it gets so dark to the point you can't see anything. I don't want to.
There are parts that are so deep. The pressure is so immense.
Smash.
We can't even send shit down there.
It will smash it.
Oh
that type of force, like how do you get that force under? Okay.
Dude, there are mountain ranges down there.
Yep.
There are fucking caves down there.
It's probably another civilization down there.
Maybe.
I believe Aquaman probably is real. He made that really. I'm hella strong.
Dude, all I know is there are giant fucking creatures down there. Like, we know that there are giant squids. That's a real thing.
We seen that.
We've seen
whales. We see a lot of. We see killer whales. We see a lot of things that we don't even talk about. Things that don't have eyes.
Dude, they've seen whales with massive tentacle, like marks, like they were attacked by by tentacles.
Something down there that was like you got
these squids, bro. These squids are fucking like 50 feet. We've seen dead ones wash up. We've never seen them alive, so we know they exist.
We see them in movies.
So just think about that, bro. What the?
It was down there.
Dude, it blows me away. Right? Sometimes it scares the shit out of me. Have you been in the ocean?
I've been across it, but I've never been in it. No, no.
So, dude,
I don't like fucking water. I didn't want to go across the ocean. I didn't want to go. I was like, we got to do this.
Where'd you go?
I forgot. It was on a cruise with my grandfather, and it was terrible. I hated it.
You didn't like it?
No, I get seasick. I didn't know this until I got to see it. So I was the whole time I just want to go like, wow. Now I go out there and look like, this is more. This is still good.
I went to the Caribbean one time, and I wasn't even that far like out off the shore, and I was just paddleboarding, and I fell in, and bro, the sheer amount of fear that just.
He said, I don't know what's in here.
Wash and like I know I'm safe. Logically, I know I'm safe.
You don't. Nothing to see. You're not see.
But I'm close enough to the shore where like I can see the fucking shore, and I'm a strong swimmer.
Okay.
And the water's clear, so I know there's nothing around me.
Oh, okay, that's different. You went in the Mississippi water.
Yeah, it wasn't dark, dude. I have a deep fear of dark water.
Yeah, I don't.
If I can't
swamp?
see the dude, I don't really fuck with Florida because
that's what I'm
all
saying.
the shit in the water.
Man, I went down there for the beach. I was sitting up like, this y'all beach? I'm cool. We gonna play in the sand. I hate this. I realize I don't like sand. That shit stays with you forever.
Oh, that's just not your shit, huh? Oh, okay.
I go again.
You're not a coast guy.
No, the sand. I was getting sand on my ass cheeks and on like 2 days.
It'll stick with you.
Yeah.
But dude, I fell in that water and I tried to jump back up on that board so fast because just the sheer magnitude of how big the ocean felt in that moment, how small I felt, just scared the shit out of me. I can only imagine just actually being out there and all you see is water. You're just completely surrounded by water. Which, I mean, on the cruise, because we took it was basically like a fucking taxi. It was like a one-night little cruise from Florida to this island, the Grand Bahama.
See, I ain't the guy that type of money.
Dude, it's really cheap, bro. Either way, like at one point though, we're out there and all you see is water. I'm just like, man, what if I really was just like out in the middle of the ocean? All you see is this shit. It's just like, oh my god. Could you imagine being stranded out there?
Watching the movie Old last night, yes, I can, and I will freak the fuck out.
What movie?
Old.
Old?
It's a new movie. It's on bootleg. Watch it on everywhere. But don't pay for it. It's not that good a movie. Pay for a bunch of no-name actors. People I have never seen. I've seen a couple of them before.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's literally in theaters right now.
It's in theaters right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
saw the previews for that. Yeah, it's like a scary movie, right?
It's not scary. It's probably like a sci-fi movie. Yes, yeah, pretty much. When people they don't know what's making them old.
Everybody's just getting crazy old, right?
But everybody like it's enhancing like your age, and if you got like a tumor or mental illness, it's enhancing everything that's gonna kill you basically. No, life like it was celebrating the kids' age. It was celebrating people who had eye issue. They made them blind. She couldn't hear them. She had ear issues. They had somebody had dementia. He literally lost his mind completely. Had somebody who had sickle cell. They bites or break it down. They had somebody who had seizures.
Damn.
But the thing, I don't want to tell the movie,
yeah,
but yeah, I want to say because at the end I was like, oh, they did all that so but it breaks down the U.S. how we test things on people. Yeah.
You know, dude.
Man, it was like, woo, that's how we go.
You know, it's funny you say that because I had this thought when I was driving home just now from jiu-jitsu. We act like governments and politicians and officials are only crooked in movies and TV shows.
Oh, no.
Isn't that weird? It's like, we'll see it in entertainment.
We just hired Biden. I don't know why.
And we just accept it, but whenever you start trying to act like you pointed out in real life, people are like, oh no.
That's where you think these movies come from. They're just making it all. He's like, this is how you should. No, they're getting from real life.
Dude, I think it's just the things that they show in movies and entertainment. All it is it's just like desensitizing you to the idea of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they bombard so much you don't even trip off of it in real life. You're like, oh, it's just normal. And that's how it's supposed to be. And it's not. Like, literally, this is not how it's supposed to be, but we go where we're like, it's what we used to doing.
Yeah.
That's why I like tradition, because tradition, a lot of traditions fucked up.
Yeah, man, it's fucking.
People are like, we should do with tradition. Nah, tradition, I was a slave at one point, so fuck you.
Yeah,
I want your tradition.
Yeah, a lot of things are built broken. You know what I mean?
We still got laws they haven't amended, so we would talk about politics, man. It's a slippery slope with that.
My fiance is probably tired of me fucking talking about this shit. Dude, here's the thing. I've never in my life cared before as much as I care now.
Because you're an adult and it affects us.
Yeah,
you know what it affected us then, but we didn't know what affected us.
You don't know, and maybe it's like your brain has to get to a certain point in life, and it's like, because your brain's not fully developed till you're 25 anyway.
Right.
So.
And there's some people that actually know the truth, but they was brought up and like, nah, listen, read this and this. Because there's kids out there know way more than us. I'm like, who raised you, Ferg? What you been watching? Like,
some kids are very fortunate to have very like educated people around them, and teach them how to think, and kind of
get them ready for the world.
Right shit. Yeah.
Because our school systems don't do
trash,
that.
Bro.
They don't teach us nothing of real life. I'm like, I don't know none of the things that would prepare me for life. I learned this because I got out of school at 15. I learned how to live life earlier than the people that was in school because I had to live life at 15.
Yeah. Now, I do appreciate the fact that we have a school system in place so that way kids can learn some things, but man,
it's not teaching them life skills.
Dude, no, it's so lacking, and I wish I was in a position to like send my kids to private school. Growing up, I was so against private school. I was like, man.
We didn't understand.
I was like, I went to public school and it worked out just fine and whatnot. And fortunately, I'm a pretty educated guy and I constantly read. I'm always educating myself. So, like, my kids are in a far better position than I ever was from an education
Our
standpoint.
kids are spoiled.
I teach them so fucking much, and I'm constantly so like they're gonna be good in that regard. But man, I wish I could do. Sometimes I'm like, man, like homeschooling would be a good option.
It wouldn't be for me because I don't have the patience.
No, I don't have the ability to do that either. That's the thing. It's like I wish I could control in that way, but
it's like, nah, we're gonna be yellow. I'm be like,
it
fuck?
wouldn't ultimately be the best thing for them, unfortunately.
Now I would want.
Schools are fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro. I know. I got a teenager, so I know. I don't want him to school.
Dude, how much of a headache is that?
It's not even that bad yet because it just started, but I can see the nonsense he's finna have to go through. But I don't even want you going here, man. Like, literally,
I don't want you to deal with a lot of the bullshit that
a lot of dumb shit
is throwing at kids right now. It's fucking scary. Dude.
Yeah, it's like because my kids already grew up because they was the kids in school. So like, ain't no Santa Claus. You know what about you that? Stop being stupid. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so they overly honest. Yeah. So in the school, and kids like that, I'm like, y'all gonna fight a lot. Like, man, I gotta try to tell y'all to pull back a little bit. Everybody not gonna understand where you're coming from. You could just be okay with that. My son, Nah, they know the truth.
Yeah, yeah, I would be a little more tactful.
Yeah, but like it's like you gotta just don't worry about them knowing the truth. They'll find out in their own
Yeah.
time. My daughter's like, okay, I won't tell anybody anything. I don't care. I'm like, I love you. My son, he just like, nah, they gotta know that. I'm like, I wish I would have just told you nothing.
How old is he?
13.
13, yeah.
Well, yesterday says he identifies 14.
Is he in 7th or 8th grade?
7.
Oh man, nice. I wish my son, he was born. His birthday is on the 31st of July, so it was like right on the cutoff.
Yeah.
Man, I wish he was born a day later, so he'd be in 7th grade.
And the thing was, my son, he got started at school late, so it was like, well, that's what you get.
It's better for him. Really
It is, but at the same time, we was like, nah, he want to get out of school because my nephew, he got bumped up 2 grades.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, man, he's like 2 grades ahead. I'm like, but at the same time,
Yeah.
his birthday is a different time than
Yeah.
it looks better that way. I'm sorry, son. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
His birthday fell on time, and he's a genius. So.
Well, you know what kids don't understand, dude? Like there's development that happens that they don't understand. Like there's like character traits that develop, and you're gonna develop certain leadership traits and communication styles based on where you fall into your social class. You know what I mean? Like in school. So, for example, kids that tend to be maybe a little bit smaller physically, you're going to end up probably developing greater social skills because you don't have the same physicality aspect.
Right.
Kids who end up, or if they're older in class, they usually develop more, they're usually a little bit bigger, so then they end up developing more leadership skills, different types of things like that.
Right.
In general, not always, right? But
Yeah,
so there is that aspect of where you fit in your class.
True, because my nephew's a giant, but he actually doesn't like do anything physical.
Really?
he want to play the game, That's it. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to use his body for anything.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue.
It makes coaches and his father upset. They would look like, but he's gonna be like the next LeBron James. He's like, no.
He's big for no
Yeah,
reason.
he's just big for no reason.
For no
For no reason. He had the same size as my hand at 15. I'm like, bro, you just big for no reason.
Yeah.
He's a gentle giant. I love him for that. Though. I'm like, you ain't gotta be a stereotype, man. No fuck sports. Because
Yeah.
you could actually also be like, I do these, because I know kids that did, they love sports, did it till they was like 18 and got hurt, and it was the rest of their life was over. They had no aspects of doing nothing but playing sports.
Yeah.
That it
There's more
grew.
to life in sports.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely want to teach kids how to be healthy and active.
And do multiple things. I don't want to tell no kid, just do this to be pregnant. Nah, try everything. You don't know what you might be good at.
That's true.
People always try to put these kids in the box. You do this you go to school to be a lawyer. You can be a lawyer. Be something else. You want to be a pharmacist? Try it. You might love something more than another. Be a painter. Find some multiple things to do.
I don't like how the kids are really geared towards choosing a career so early. You got 6th graders, 10, 11, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds. You're trying to get them to figure out what they want to do with their whole life.
Right.
How many people want to know what they want to do with their whole life?
I didn't know I wanted to do comedy until I was 30-fucking-3.
Exactly.
So it's like, nah, I can't do it to nobody.
Dude, so many people, they think they know, and then you try it out, and then guess what? You don't like that, and then you change, and that's okay too.
It is okay. I played football majority of my life. I don't like football. I loved football at one point.
Football.
I used to love it until I realized what they were doing to us. I'm like, we was basically in the military for our bodies. Y'all was just brainwashing us to be crash dummies. I mean, it taught you certain skills. I'm not going to take that for it, but at the end of the day, you was throwing your body around for somebody else.
Yeah, I won't let my son play football.
My son, he didn't want to. He wanted to play at first, and he realized, he said, the funniest thing to him, he said, Daddy, I don't want to chase little boys around the field. I don't want them chasing me either. I was like, well, you don't have to play football. I said, thanks. Can I play basketball or something else? I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I'm just not into the head trauma. It's just,
Man. Watching that and seeing the scans and then seeing how people are later on in life, and they just literally, like they've been boxing, fighting, like literally just taking punches to the head. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It wasn't even boxing. You just get punched in the face for like 10 years.
Yeah, man. I think we've learned so much more about the brain. We just have a better understanding.
And a helmet doesn't really protect you.
No, it doesn't. And you can get head trauma from doing a lot of things, soccer or jet skiing or.
Yeah, but football is head to head.
Yeah. That's what.
Even when they talking about they teach you how to tackle without going head to head, but still, if you playing football for real, you're going to attack.
Yeah.
And your brain, I'm not thinking about my head. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, when I played, you're supposed to put your face mask into it.
Man, and so that's why my neck a little messed up right now. Still, it's like,
Yeah.
the knees, everything. It was like, I love football, but like,
You play all through high school?
yeah, until I got kicked out. Yeah. I played from JV. I played from 12? No, 10 till I was like, I got kicked out of high school.
When did you get kicked out of high school?
I got into a fight. Now, the thing was, being a football player, I was on varsity my freshman year. They was cool with me, but I kept getting in trouble. My grades weren't poor. They still kept letting me play football to the one year. Just like, hey, we can't let you do it no more.
Yeah.
So when they cut me, I had nothing else to do. I went and got into a fight. The thing was, I didn't even start this fight. This dude was what, 19? No, 18. I was 15. And he kept thinking, because I was the same size, we were the same age, he kept playing with me. I'm like, man, leave me alone. I was mad because I couldn't play football.
Yeah.
He threw a basketball at me. I'm like, do it again. I'm going to punch you in your shit.
Yeah.
Threw another basketball. They still know I'm on top of dude. And they got us in the office and they finna lock me up. They said, how old are you? I'm 15. They said, how old are you? He's 19. I wish they said 18. I'm like, he a grown man. They said, do you want to press charge? I'm like, no, I wanted to fight. If I would have pressed charge, I could have stayed in school. I didn't know.
Really?
So they called me the aggressor because he was bleeding. He was busting all the fuck. I was looking at him like this. You shouldn't touch me.
Yeah.
You shouldn't touch me. They said I didn't press charges. They kicked me out of school.
Oh,
He got to graduate. I was like, he started the fight.
You didn't get in trouble?
He got to graduate. I was highly upset with this. But it was going out the way he looked, because he looked like somebody hit him with something. I let him with my hand.
Yeah.
But he was bigger than me too. I'm like, he bigger than me. He started this whole thing, but I had
Yeah.
to pass.
So he's a
fight.
senior. You're a freshman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And he started this shit.
Yeah.
I seen him a couple of years ago too. I still look at him like, you ruined my high school career.
Oh.
But thank you though, man, because I got to do a lot of different things because I wasn't in school. I experienced a whole different life, which it was weird, but it made me who I am today.
So did you drop out of school?
No, I got my GED no, I got expelled. When I got expelled, I couldn't go back to public school nowhere. They told me I had to get my GED and go to Job Corps. Went to Job Corps, and the recruiter called me disenfranchised, like I didn't know what the word meant, and I spazzed the fuck out.
Why were those your only options?
Because I was violent, they said, and I was in a gang file. Because my friends was Crips. I wasn't never a gang member, but I knew.
So you're affiliated?
As soon as you hang out with these people, you're a gang member.
Yeah.
That's how it was. They put I was in a gang file. I'm like, I'm in a gang file. I've never been in a gang a day in my life. I don't even like gangs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want nobody telling me what I gotta do. I got an OG. No, you're not my OG. If I'm gonna steal something, somebody, it's gonna be mine.
Just because you were friends with some people who were in a gang.
Yeah, I was in the gang. I was certified as a Crip at one point.
Wow.
I didn't know this time. I'm like, so I'm a Crip. I ain't no Crip. They telling me all these things. I'm like, I'm none of this shit.
I know a lot of gang members. Some of the nicest people I know.
And that was we're kids.
Isn't that fucked up to say?
Cause they did what we seen gangs. Cause back then gangs we was neighborhood people. That's how our friends was gang members.
You know, dude, I lived in San Antonio for a year. I moved down there with my ex-wife and shit like that. Whenever it was like 2010.
How many times you been married?
Just one time.
Okay.
And
You're gonna do it again, okay?
I'm doing it again. Yes.
This is the last time we ain't playing no games.
For real, bro. But I was working in this warehouse and I was friends with this guy. And I went over there and kicked it with him one time. And I looked around and we were sitting there just chilling, smoking weed and whatnot. A whole bunch of dudes hanging around. I'm like, fuck, man. All these guys are in blue. It just hit me like, I'm not a stupid guy, so it didn't take me that long to figure it out. But like, I'm like, yep. I'm like, everybody's a Crip. I'm like, this nigga's affiliated. And here I am just chilling with.
But yep, I'm a Crip now. I'm with the Crips.
Affiliated at the very least. Or
I don't know what's going on with the Crips.
I'm cool with y'all. I'm cool with you.
And that's how it is, bro. It's like,
I don't even know how the fuck I ended up in that situation. It's just a cool ass dude from work. We're just chilling.
Because everybody has a crew, but it's like they treat gang banging like that shit they see on TV. I'm like, bro, that shit's not what y'all see on TV. Not gang banging? Yeah. Well, you just hang around people that's older.
Not always that violent.
Yeah, that's because they're not gang banging. They ain't got no turf to fight over. All that shit's in the 90s and 2000s. I ain't seen nobody gang banging for real in a long time.
I'm sure it happens.
It's younger people though. If you my age, you still gang
How old are
banging.
you?
I'm 37.
Okay, yeah.
So if you in your 20s, maybe you can see gang. Teenagers, definitely. You in your 30s, gang banging, kill yourself.
Yeah.
You started gang banging for what? Over
yeah,
colors?
You shouldn't do that kind of shit. This was and I was probably like 22 when
That's what I'm saying. I know. My friends still, they will say they Crips, but they ain't going around gang banging. Nothing. They raising their kids to make sure they not in the gangs.
It's just reckless. Yeah, at a certain point. So you're a teenager. You got some friends, and you're associated with those guys.
Yeah.
And then because
I'm still associated with more stuff.
Yeah. So because of that, you're in a file, and they don't let you go to any public school.
No public school. They told me GED a job. Cause I tried. I wanted to go Hayes, but I'm like, I can go somewhere else. I was like, nope. Like I couldn't even go to my prom. They had me on the list. I had to go to Tech Prom.
What school did you go to?
Riverview Gardens.
Riverview Gardens.
They had lost their accreditation and everything. I'm like, man, what points
in the city. So you couldn't even go out to like St. Charles County or something. How could they?
I didn't know.
That probably wasn't even like on your mind.
It wasn't at the time because they told me I couldn't go to no public school. I'm like, none. They told me GED a job. I'm like,
wow, that's kind of fucked up. They just kind of cut off your options like that because
I don't like they told me I was a problem child. I was a problem child. I'm like, how am I a problem child? Then when I got my GED, I had one of the highest test scores. I was not a bad child, not a bad student. I just got into problems.
Yeah.
You said something to me, you put your hands on me, I fought.
Dude, kids are kids. That whole idea that we're gonna press charges on kids, it's so weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with the whole fight. I teach my kid, don't fight unless you have to. Like, that's literally your last resort.
That's what kids do, man. Kids are aggressive.
You see it at babies, 1 and 2 year olds fighting. They do this.
It's a part of it, man.
Yeah, we're humans. Yeah, unfortunately, we're violent people.
Sometimes, man. Well, especially.
Have you seen history? You're right.
Like, for real.
And teenage girls. This is more teenage girls fighting nowadays.
Yeah.
If you look at these videos, it's always some girls like my son at school fights all day, all girls.
Yeah.
Nothing but girls. I'm like, yeah, serious?
Yeah. I'm not saying that they should always be out there fighting, but I'm just saying that sometimes I don't think the consequences should be you ruin your whole fucking life
over one mistake,
over something like that whenever you're a kid. It always kind of baffles me because in the eyes of society, an 18-year-old is an adult, and I get it because I remember being 18. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm an adult, and you are able to go out and do
adult things, but you're not an adult. You don't know shit about life.
You can go do some things, but your brain's not even fully developed yet. Not until you're 25.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're still just a baby.
Because you're naive to a lot of things you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. Ain't no guide to this. Your parents can tell you all the things in this life, but you ain't gonna know until you experience a lot of shit.
Yeah, man. And so the idea of somebody having their entire life ruined because they made some bonehead decisions
over a fight
when they're a teenager or early 20s, it's crazy to me.
True. I'm actually happy I got kicked out of school, so I got to see like a lot of people wasn't ready for life when they got in high school. Yeah. By the time I was 18, I was like, shit, I know how to pay bills, I know how to take care of myself. I don't even need nobody. I was on my own.
So what'd you do when you got kicked out? Like, what was?
Ooh, I got into a lot of dumb shit. My mom wanted me to go back to. She told me I got a job. I was assistant manager at the A&W Group at the mall, Jamestown Mall.
Okay.
And they didn't know how old that's not even open no more. Yeah. Like they didn't know how old I was. So I was assistant manager at 16. So really? I'm up there doing payroll, all type of shit that I'm not supposed to be doing. So it's teaching me life skills. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to pay bills and all this shit. I'm 16 years old, But I'm a 16-year-old in charge of a whole fucking business and nobody's there besides me. And I let my friends come work with me. So we ain't not stealing all type of shit. We were taking all the food. We have a party with this shit.
What was the manager doing?
At home playing, getting high, getting drunk, hanging out with her boyfriend. Till mama realized all the money wasn't coming. She's like, "What the fuck is all the money?" I'm putting enough money to replace the deposit, but the whole day it wasn't shit.
But you're like eating the profits. We
eating all the profits, hanging out, smoking weed in the corridor. Yeah. People looking like, "What? We been trying to order for 3 hours." Oh shit! I just got here. I was like,
well, that's just poor ownership.
It was, but at the same time, I was a 16-year-old. You like a 16-year-old.
That's
it was me, her daughter, and the actual owner. The owner just let her daughter run it, so she didn't care. Her daughter was like,
they fucked up.
Yeah, I was happy though.
I just read this book, this Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain, the chef. So he's just talking a lot about his experiences in different kitchens and shit. And he talked about like there's several kitchens he was in, how they failed. Cause it's so common.
Man. Oh, it's very easy.
The restaurant industry fails, right? And a lot of it is for that reason. It's
they don't have
like
they let kids run it.
They let kids run it, or the people in the kitchen is just eating up profits because they're stealing shit, just the food and whatnot. And it's real fucking common.
And I got talked to still from the manager. I would never touching that shit. She's like, get you something to eat.
Go ahead,
make something for you and the friends. I'm sitting there like, oh shit.
And at that time, you're like, shit, I'm just making a sandwich. It's not like you're taking money out of it.
Nah, right.
But you, in essentially,
yeah, we was taking whole bags of shit home. We're ready for party tonight. Fuck that. We ain't got to pay for shit.
I used to work at Fazoli's in high school. And
shit.
Bro, at the end of the night, we would just throw shit away anyway. So,
I'm taking that shit.
Dude, I would take whole things of lasagna sometimes. I'm like, fuck, shit.
Oh, yeah. When they did this, I only worked in fast food like probably 2 years out of my life as a teenager. And I started hustling because it was like, this money is trash because I had my own house. I had my own apartment. So I'm looking at the bills. I'm sitting there like, man, I can't afford shit at these jobs.
So when did you move out of your mom's house?
I was 16.
Really? Did you get kicked out or did you move out?
I got kicked out. She told me I could have came back, but in my head, I had found I was staying with my friends. Like my friends were like, they had money. They didn't have jobs. They did it good. They had a lot of street money. So they was like, you come hang out with us, bro. They just had me watch the house. So then when things got weird, everybody had to leave. They just left me at that house. They were like, hey, man, just watch out. So nobody come in there. Nobody go in this motherfucker. They come in, shoot. And they taught me how to shoot. All type of shit. I'm just a 16-year-old kid. I'm like, Shit, I can play PlayStation all day. They having bitches over here. We drinking every night. I ain't got a job first. I ain't got to do nothing. I quit my job. Fuck all this shit. I can hang here and just make money doing this shit.
You were still studying for your GED at that time?
I didn't even study. I just went to took the test and I passed.
Took the
Yeah,
test.
I wasn't, like I said, I had a good grade average. It's just, I was,
Yeah,
you said something. Yeah, I was just an asshole. And you said something to me, I say something back. You put your hand, I'm fighting you.
Yeah.
There wasn't no in between me. Like, we can talk all that. So you put your hand, we fight. And I was like, I was a big kid, so everybody, I'll fight everybody older than me.
Yeah.
So they think I'm gonna say I ain't gonna do nothing. All right, and we start a fight. I wish I would have. Shit, I just broke bones, lost all. I'm cool on all that shit.
You go strong. Huh?
Nah, I done got my ass whooped. It wasn't strong. It
was. That's why you were always fighting.
No, it was like you're not finna bitch me. Like I got in the house, I gotta argue with people at home. I'm not finna come home argue with y'all at school.
Yeah.
And fight. I gotta fight at home. I ain't finna come fight at school. All right, I'm gonna beat y'all. I can't beat my mama ass.
Yeah.
Can't argue with my stepfather. I'm gonna fuck you up because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I take out things that happen at home on at school and it fucked me up. But at the same time, I don't think I'm supposed to be in high school nowhere. Like,
yeah.
I need to learn certain things. I seen a lot of shit earlier, like so.
That wasn't the path for you.
It wasn't. Cause I thought it was. It was like, nah, I thought I was gonna do all that. Like I ended up going to colleges and all that shit. I was going to.
You said you tried to go to college even after you got your GED.
I did. I went to Florida Valley, but I was hustling.
Yeah.
So I wasn't there to do it.
That's a great place to hustle.
And that's all the fuck I did. I literally had my book bag was full of a book and whatever ecstasy and weed. That's all
you needed.
Yeah, like no, just ecstasy and weed. That's something I was selling. I didn't like narcotics and all this shit. That like cocaine, I wasn't into that life. So a female brought me into some of this shit. I'm like, this ain't what I thought it was. This is excellent.
Yeah, I've never done cocaine.
It's not what you think.
So I've done Adderall.
Adderall's better.
And I hear it's pretty similar.
It's better.
Is it?
It's cleaner. It's longer lasting too.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Cocaine don't last unless everybody like, I gotta get. And then they fuck up your nose. Adderall don't do nothing. You can snort Adderall too, but I wouldn't advise it.
I've only taken it twice. And the one last time I took it was because we were driving from Austin, Texas.
It would
drove all
definitely work.
night. It's the only time I've ever driven all night. Dude, I was tuned the fuck in, wide awake.
It definitely told you
Just good, bro. Just driving 14 hours, just straight.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I actually got ADHD. So when I took it, I'm not funny. I lose all my personality, but I can focus. I can have a great conversation, but
a little more serious.
I'm all serious. It's not gonna be a joke coming nowhere. You like, you okay? Yeah.
That's boring.
Yeah, but a lot of times I stopped taking it. Like it's killing my mojo. I don't even feel like it killed my sex drive. Like literally, I didn't want to do nothing but like think and read.
Yeah.
And I'll write raps or some shit. Now I'll write jokes, but they wouldn't be funny. But like, yeah, this is terrible.
It's on the right frequency.
It tunes you in. Like, if it was a rapper, oh man, I can come up with bars. I can fuck you up all day. But if I want to do funny something, nah.
It's not it for you, huh?
Nah, not Adderall. Cocaine, yes. Cocaine's a fun drug. I don't know what it is, but it don't last long and it fuck your nose up.
Yeah.
That's how I understand people get like addicted to it because at least you know so much cocaine, your nose don't work.
Yeah, it'll start fucking up with your septum.
And so I was like, how do you get to that point where you still start to snort cocaine, your nose is stopped up? Like you just a junkie for real.
You know, man.
But I don't like put nowadays you can't trust nobody, so I wouldn't dare try cocaine. Now anything in powder form I wouldn't try.
Really?
Nope. You don't know what it is.
It's tough.
3 comics just died in California. Somebody put fentanyl in cocaine.
Fentanyl's fucking people up.
And I was a part of some of that wave, so I can't really say nothing about it. The doctor that showed us how to use that shit, he didn't know what was going on either. It was something nobody really knew what was going on when they first started doing it. It's putting on shitty heroin. That's what we use it for. We stretch shitty heroin with fentanyl. Yeah. And then we didn't know it was like, oh, this is shit. And then it started killing people.
Yeah, people didn't understand the potency.
Because you
can
take some.
Available?
Because doctors.
Right. No, just the idea that.
Because that's who gave it. That's what pretty much like we got it from like a fucking veterinarian.
Well, just the idea that it's okay to produce a drug that strong and just prescribe it.
FDA.
Yeah, exactly. Just readily prescribe it so easily. Like there's so many people who die from it on a regular basis, and it's just a thing that we allow.
Drugs is big business. What they say? It's if we got the cure. No, it was a cure to happiness. It was not a cure to wellness or something like that. Basically, if we give you this shit, we got the cure too. So basically, we're gonna make money off you double the time.
Yeah.
So we give you the poison, then we gotta give you the cure too. So that's our government. That's what they do to us. They don't want us to. We got a drug epidemic. We got all this. Why people can't get free insulin? That should be free. Insulin, come on, we can't get insulin for free.
Yeah.
And you know how insulin is made, it should be free.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want people to be healthy.
You know what I'm saying? But if you see how
Don't worry
insulin is
about
made, it's so
people dying.
cheap. It's so cheaply made. Why is it not free? Why is you got to have insurance for everything?
Yeah, man, and then pharmaceutical companies, they'll be like, well, it costs this amount of money to
Mass
make the
produce it,
medicine,
though.
but it costs billions of dollars in R&D, and there's all this money we had to spend, to even get to this point. So
Right.
while it may only cost $4 for a treatment, it costs $1 billion to make it. Well, I don't give a fuck about your $1 billion, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right. I mean, we
do
print
it.
money. I mean, everybody else got universal health care except us. Why?
Yeah.
This is the water. I'm tripping. I need this.
It's all you, bro. Yeah, man. I always just wonder why it all has to be so complicated when it's very obvious certain things are very broken, and it doesn't need to be so complicated to fix it. I don't think.
We complicate things. They want to make a profit.
Yeah.
That's all it's
Well,
about.
the system's
profit.
designed to be complicated so it can self-preserve.
Yep.
In
You
many
ain't lying
different
about that.
areas.
Yeah, because we so many different things they can change, they just won't. They just refuse.
It's crazy.
The filibuster thing was messing me. I'm like, so y'all won't change this, even though it's y'all saying y'all should change it. A whole law. Oh, okay. we should change that when we get around to it, don't you?
I'm just really surprised how it's very obvious there's a whole different class of people, like the political class of people. They don't represent
Regular people.
They don't represent people, and they're separate from regular people at this point. And we're just okay with it.
We're not okay with it. The masses are okay with it. A lot of people, we ask questions, but nobody actually asks them with us. They be like, so what's going on here, boy?
Those motherfuckers take vacations for months. They get paid.
They take vacation at the worst possible times, too.
When they shouldn't be. When they shouldn't be.
We have a hurricane, we're going to take a vacation.
Dude, it's just so fucking.
Somebody just stormed the Capitol, we finna take a vacation.
There's something we have to be able to do.
We have to change it from the inside. And that's easier said than done, but we have to teach our kids to grow up and go into the system that we want to change.
There's that. I think we need to do more in the way of.
Or drastic change, we can just storm the Capitol.
Well, I'm just thinking more, going to your local city council meeting or going to your school board meeting, or you know what I mean? Like actually really trying to get involved and let these motherfuckers know, like, hey, like we're watching you and you need to do something.
Yeah, let the community do that. It can't just be one person. It needs to be the minority.
Dude, 'cause honestly, man, like I'm actually about to go to my kids' school board meeting and start getting more involved around there because I'm not really a fan of these whole masks at school.
It's dumb. All this shit's dumb. Like, if you know anything about a mask, you know it's really not protect you from anything. If I can wash this mask at home, so you tell me it's going to protect me? The mask I just washed in my washer with all the booty clothes is going to protect me from...
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. How? If somebody dropped what was that, a biological bomb gas, and I got this mask on, that's not going to protect me from dying that. So how is it protecting me?
Well, the studies that people quote typically, it's pretty shoddy science because they're coughing into like a petri dish from through the mask, and that doesn't really represent a real world environment or situation. So when you look at
because you ain't see anybody getting coughed in their face to get COVID. I got COVID because somebody coughed in my face. Have you heard anybody say that?
Yeah, that's not how that works, man. And from my understanding,
it's airborne, so you can breathe it in.
Yeah, it's an aerosol. The particles are much smaller than what the mask can actually stop, and it actually if we're sitting in here and say one of us had COVID and we're breathing and there's no I have an air purifier over there, and there's no ventilation, and there's no sunlight. We're saturating the air, so the air is getting more and more
COVID-y.
Yeah, COVID-y. We have you put that shit. So then your chances are increased of getting it, right? So how is the mask gonna stop that? Because if we're all still in here, even if we're wearing a mask, we're still gonna be breathing it. You know what I mean? There was a study where they looked at they followed doctors in the hospital setting, and there was actually no difference. There was no greater chance of catching an infection without a mask.
I can believe it.
So
as a hospital, the most sterile place you can go into. So supposedly, brother.
Hospitals are fucking. Most places are dirty.
Yeah, I've seen.
There's so many sick people in there and shit. You know how many people going
and get sicker.
Yeah, they're going for a fucking
and leave sick.
Yeah, for a checkup, or not even a checkup, but surgery or some shit and they catch an infection because it's so fucking crazy.
It was somebody, they caught some kind of skin infection from the bed. I forgot what it was, but they was laying somewhere and woke up, they had a whole lesion on their back. Like,
dude, I've tried to never go to hospital for doctors. I very rarely. I can't say last time I've been sick, to be honest with you.
Sick? It's been years I've been sick. I had to go because I hurt myself. That was about it.
Yeah, sick never.
Sick now. Hurt myself? Yeah, I'm going, hey, come look at this. This bleeding.
That's what we need. We absolutely need doctors and healthcare for shit like that.
Right.
You know
Now, but my immune system, because they really don't check you for shit. They want to check for COVID. I'm sitting there like, y'all ain't really check me for shit. That was your check. You stuffed something in my nose. That was it.
It's not about being healthy. You know what I mean? They're oftentimes, unfortunately, not trying to figure out what the root cause of why you're feeling the way you're feeling. It's just, what are you feeling and what can I prescribe to address that symptom?
And that's what it is. It's only a few doctors. I already seen my kid's doctor. That's the only last doctor I seen that actually I felt like cared about a human being.
Yeah.
That was the last doctor I seen. I ain't seen that woman. I missed that lady.
I got rid of the last two doctors because one of them I went in just to get just regular blood work because I like to know where my markers are and shit. Like I take active control of my health.
Right.
He was like, well, I wouldn't really recommend getting one of the tests I asked for because
you ain't paying for it. I am. Shut up.
Well, and he's like, well, because you're not experiencing these things. Well, okay, well, you have the wrong mindset because you're in your mind. I need to be experiencing something negative to get marked. So I fired his ass. And another doctor, he was just a little too lackadaisical. I haven't had a doctor. I haven't had a primary physician in probably like 5 years.
Me neither. Now I was looking for one because my back got sciatica. So we was in there. He was like, yeah, we just get the shot every month. I'm like, anything else I can do besides just shooting something in my back?
Yeah.
Like any kind of stretching exercise, and this would be the best thing for you, or you can get surgery. I'm good. Man, I'm not cutting on me, bro.
Yeah.
Every time I stop eating, I get a little shake, my back stop hurt. So you just told me
Yeah.
just
So like, what they do addressing lifestyle things. All right, so what are you eating? Are you getting water? Are you getting
He didn't
sleep?
say none of this,
What
none of this
are you
shit.
getting?
Drugs, he gave me some painkillers and then a shot in the back.
That's crazy.
Told me to come back every month, get
Like,
this
how
shot for
much
$100
Yeah.
every month.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
I ain't had that shot in my back, don't hurt as much.
So that mindset is everywhere, dude. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel that it's a good idea to get more involved. You know what I mean? I feel like we all, like, now is the time for us all to get more involved.
Especially with our lives and our
especially
people.
with our kids, dude, because our kids aren't gonna, they can't stick up for themselves in this situation. And a lot of these doctors, or not these doctors, but these people who are in charge of school, like, no offense to them, but
they suck.
They're not that smart either.
Well, registering my kids to school, I realized, like, y'all fucking
I'm in there, dude, and
what the fuck?
I'm like, all right, well, I appreciate these guys going in this field and doing the things that they're doing, but they're not all the smartest people. They're really not. You know what
Some
I mean?
of them substitute, I think. They substitute administrators.
Yeah, and some of them are just doing what they're told. You know what I mean? And
True.
so it's just like, let's use our fucking brains here. And these masks are fucking crazy. Like, let's get this out of kids. Like,
if I said at my job, today guys working in like 100-degree weather. Then it's like 10 degrees even hotter than us, so it's like 110 degrees. We got a mask on. We trying to breathe while working, and it's sweat pouring us. So he wants to keep his mask on and walk around while we got safety glasses on. So it's mask, this thing. So I'm like this motherfucker. You want me to come back and be working 10? Yeah, I'm good. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to wear a mask because it makes them feel better, then that's cool. Like,
I feel you, but every time I ask somebody like, why is the mask so important? You're like, well, it's serious. I'm like, but common sense will tell you it's not working.
I don't know, man.
We all had our masks on. Everybody in my line caught COVID. And nobody took their mask off. So how in the fuck we still got COVID? I don't know, man. The mask. We don't know. It went around the mask. What the fuck? Stupid ass people.
Yeah, man. I'm just kind of to the point to where, like, I don't want to patronize places that are going to make me wear a mask.
I'm tired of seeing that mask card. They tell you have to be vaccinated. I'm like, why? They not telling me I have to be vaccinated. So you telling me I have to get the shot to come in your bed, and they might get me sick.
I was supposed to go to a concert this weekend, actually, and I got my money back because it's out of the factory in Chesterfield. They want you to either have a negative test within 72 hours.
I'm with the negative test. I'm not taking the shot.
Or a vaccine. Yeah, or they want you to have the vaccine. But here's the thing: if you're testing because you want people to be safe, if it's about safety, then you need to test everybody, because what we know is if you have the vaccine,
you still can spread it.
You can still carry and spread it. Exactly. So
it makes no sense to get that's the problem. It's like they keep saying, well, no, you need to get the vaccine because it might lessen your chances. Like, I had COVID. I was okay. That sounds so bad. I ain't trying to make it seem like, no, you go. No, I had it. And the worst thing was me, like, all right, I felt bad for a couple of days, okay, but my immune system was good.
Right.
So I take care of myself. Even though I drink, I smoke, but I take care of my fucking immune system.
You're able to handle
Right. I take a lot of things to keep my immune system because I'm not a kid no more. I know I can't do the same thing I do and not take my vitamins and shit like that. I can't eat better and shit.
Well, it's just like, well, if it really is about safety, then you should test. At least in the instance of going to this concert, you should test everybody because...
If this want to be about safety, it shouldn't be no concerts. That should really shut this world down for real. If y'all really wanted to be, nobody is 7 days. If everybody really was quarantined for real for the first time, it wouldn't have been an outbreak like that. They didn't give a fuck about none of us. I still worked the entire pandemic.
Yeah.
I didn't leave. I work around refrigerators. So if all of us sick and we putting this shit in the refrigerator, we shipping out to other people.
Yeah.
So we basically shipping COVID to the world.
Yeah.
But y'all want us to be safe. How?
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly not about safety because there's a lot of things in place that we could be doing different. We're really worried about safety, right? So it's like, what is it really about, right? Because the people who didn't get the vaccine, and even though they tested negative, these people who do have the vaccine could get them sick, right?
And
so
when
you're
they got the
obviously not
vaccine,
worried about your whole crowd safety, right?
We're not. And then the vaccine came along, that's when we got the variant. I didn't hear about the variant until the vaccine started getting introduced.
Well, I think it's interesting because we were hearing about the variants, but they weren't calling them variants. They would be like, oh, this is the Wuhan strain, and there's the Brazilian strain, and there's the UK strain, and there was all these strains from these different places.
And how was that?
And then now we realize that, oh, okay, and it's just because the words that they're using, what they're telling us, it's like, okay, well, those are variants.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all different variants, and guess what? There's like 13 different fucking variants, dude.
But at the same time, we also know you get a vaccine. Basically, it's gonna basically try to fight against a vaccine, so it might try to come back stronger. So that's what y'all doing when y'all playing these vaccines and people. You probably making the fucking virus stronger.
Maybe I just
we don't know.
Yeah, I just don't I don't like the idea of saying that everybody needs to just do this thing.
But it's not legal. That's what my thing was. When we talk about breaking it down, y'all ain't made this legal for a reason. Why is this not legal? If it was so, we gotta get the vaccine. Then why does it take so long to get this one verified through the FDA? Not the other two though. Y'all like, no, Pfizer cool. I don't know about the other people. We won't still wait. Come on, no. I don't believe that. Didn't you know how much money it cost? It was in the billions to get that approved. I'm not trusting nothing you had to push forward to get approved.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't proved shit. Y'all ain't proved nothing. We ain't got nothing. They never gave me nothing in the black community that was safe for me. I'm scared about this. Then the way they promoting it, like you see the commercial for what was that? I forgot what city that was. Arkansas. They got people talking about man, I had to get the vaccines. I be dealing with a lot of different people, man. I be in different neighborhoods. So you tell me he a drug dealer? So he had to get the vaccine because he sells drugs. Get the fuck. That was they were insinuating, but he kept saying he's a hustler. He do things with people. So I had to get the vaccine to stay safe. Like,
yeah. Why is it like you're sick until proven otherwise all of a sudden? We're all so scared of each other. It's so crazy. Your immune system needs exposure to different things.
Kids show us that. I watched my son touch everything outside. They was stop. I'm like, well, that's how you gonna not die.
You need a strong immune system, man. You can't just sit inside and be scared of everybody.
They talking about, and then if they did want to quarantine for real, they should have had it done for real. If y'all really are the bird, y'all open up the world still. Y'all having concerts for crying out loud talking about people get the vaccine. What?
There's just so much contradiction going on. It's clear.
Then they said don't travel during the holiday. What?
You see what's going on in Australia right now?
Nah.
Oh, you want to talk about loss of freedom?
I know they're locked down.
They have none.
So they're locked down for real, huh?
Bro. I
seen somewhat of. I ain't reading deep into. I'm like, we locked down too. I heard. Now I'm starting to realize.
Bro, no, they're like for real lockdown. They can't. You can't go more than a meter from your house, which is something like 3 miles or some shit like that.
So how do you shop?
That's the point, dude. They don't do shit, man.
They can't even get food.
They're rolling out right now an app where everybody has to have it, and you have to like they'll just randomly like hit you up on it, and you have to respond within like X amount of time, where they'll come and check on you. They're already checking on people now. Like if you're not home, they're coming to check on you. If you're single, you can register one person to visit you, but they have to live within 3 meters of you.
You ain't gonna never get no pussy.
It used to be 5 meters, but then I think they changed it to 1 meter. I think I could be wrong. My thing might be a little off on the distance, but it's not.
Yeah, that distance
it's not very far. And so now they're checking on people, and you'll get arrested or you'll get a fine. And they're building quarantine camps There's going to be one that's being finished by the end of the year with 500 beds.
We've seen this before.
Yeah.
We have seen this before, and it is scary.
That is terrifying, bro.
And here we are bitching about America. I'm sorry, America.
And then you look in France and Paris. I mean, maybe like a month ago, they had like 500,000 people marching because they got vaccine passports and shit in there. So it's like, what in the world, dude? Just the idea that if you get a vaccine because you're afraid to lose something, like if you get anything, if you do anything because you're afraid to lose something, then that's not freedom anymore.
It's not.
And that's what gets me. Like, that isn't freedom.
And going into a lot of jobs. My job is technically ran by literally Asia, so it's weird because they never done none of that shit. They ain't talking about you gotta have this shit, and then they're like, yeah, we know what's going on.
This whole thing just baffles me.
It's
man.
weird, bro, because some jobs they're like, you have to have the shot, you can't come back to work.
And I think right now we're living in a time to where you can see the contradiction on the both extreme sides of it all right now, because what's going on with these vaccine possible mandates that they're talking about, and then what's going on in Texas with, did you see this new abortion law?
Yeah, that shit was weird too.
Right? So you get these crazy far right people who are just saying, well, you can't do anything with your body. So in return, then you get the far left saying, well, my body, my choice on the abortion thing, right? And but they're like, you need to fucking wear a mask, and because you're gonna go kill grandma, and we do need vaccine passports, which is super Nazi-ish if you tell me. But then, like I said, this left side is saying all this crazy shit like vaccine passports, and you need to wear a mask, and you're gonna go kill somebody if you don't do this and that. But then they're like, oh, my body, my choice. With their uterus, but it's not my body, my choice when I want to wear a mask.
No, that's
so it's like they're each using each other's arguments for what benefits them. Yeah. But then they're
canceling each other out.
It's just like, do you guys not see how fucking crazy you guys are right now?
The hypocrisy.
Why are we just telling everybody what to do? Like, even if you don't agree, who cares? Just let people fucking live.
Because the thing is, you talking about, well, he don't have a mask on. If he got a mask on, how is it gonna affect you? If you got your mask on, you really into it. Your mask is protecting you. So, me not having my mask on should have nothing to do with it.
You got your mask? You got your vaccine? Did you drink your water? Oh, you didn't drink your water. Oh, okay. How much exercise did you get to? Oh, none. Oh, okay. Right. I see. I see.
You're going to be dead soon.
Yeah, it's just fucking crazy, man. Just people are they're just fucking crazy. It's like you got these people saying, well, if you want to go get an abortion, that's your choice, because, you know what, I support freedom, but I don't want to fucking pay for it.
You're not paying for that abortion.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I ain't never. Shit.
Why
I don't pay for a couple abortions.
It's
just a couple abortions. I don't pay for two.
Why is like Planned Parenthood or some of these clinics, why are they only associated with abortion when they do so much more than that?
I went to Planned Parenthood. Yeah.
These underserved communities. Dude, I got burned back in the day.
That's why I got my pills and penicillin.
Bro, I needed to go get some penicillin, homie, like, for real.
That's why I went. Shit.
They helped the brother out on
and they gave us condoms we didn't use.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot more benefit to those than just abortions. Cause
I never seen that spot. Like the place I went, I ain't never seen the abortion room. I was looking for it. I was like, what are they killing the babies in there?
Bro, so it's like the idea that there's just that one narrative that people stick to. I don't want to fucking pay for it. Well, that's not what you're fucking paying for. Like, we need to take care of each other. There's like this give and balance to it, but it's like,
you're paying for the clinics still. You're not paying for abortions. That's just
you're not.
The person actually getting the abortion has to pay for the abortion.
Unfortunately, people can go there because dude, there's this book called Freakonomics. It's written by this economist out of Chicago, and he looks at different topics and kind of presents a different way of looking at it. And like, I think it was like in the 90s, there was like that drastic drop in crime in New York.
Oh yeah, when the stop and frisk came out.
Yeah, so some people attribute shit like that, or like, you know, the hard crackdown for Mayor Giuliani, and he was
some bullshit.
But what they were proposing in the book was that the ruling of Wade versus Roe, which is what legalized abortions throughout the country, right? It made that okay. So what he was arguing was that because of that ruling, there was a whole bunch of people that weren't born that maybe otherwise would have been born if it weren't for this abortion thing.
And they would have been criminals?
Exactly.
They would have been born criminals.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, they would have. Well, because here's the thing: if you look at it, if First of all, people who have less education tend to have more kids.
True.
And there's
They're fucking all the time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of kids who are born into families and communities that it's not a good situation, right?
True. They get to bullshit,
exactly.
crime, all that.
So if you have some young kids or whatnot, and for whatever reason they end up not having the kids that they might have had and neglected and treated like shit, and then they grew up to be fucking criminals,
right.
And then now there's this possible drop. And so my point is, there's two sides to it, right?
Sense.
Like, so it was an interesting theory to say the least. So, but just the idea that you're gonna force people to have a kid just because of this ideal, like that kind of gets me too, because it's like, man, I get both sides of the argument, but man, some people should be fucking having kids.
A lot of people shouldn't have kids.
How many fucking kids are born in terrible situations?
Yeah, they're going to actual bullshit. Like they're not even with the parents.
Dude.
They end up being the byproduct of a grandparent raising them.
Exactly.
Shit.
They're neglected. They're abused.
They're
in the system.
Adopted,
yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like whatever the fucking case is, and it's like, well, maybe they probably would have been better off being fucking aborted.
Right.
For real.
Some people say they're like, I didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, that's true, man. So it's like, damn, man, and there's a lot of situations, you know what I mean? The
It's
world's
a
not
lot.
black and white.
It's not.
There's
It's
so
gray.
much fucking gray.
It's more gray than anything.
Yeah, we got these two fucking lunatic sides.
Yeah, because it's not, it's like
And this is
people,
what's running the country right
because
now.
nobody wants to actually say, okay, admit they were wrong, but they might not be right. Everybody, I got to be right. You're not right all the time. I joke around saying I'm always right, but I know I'm not right all the time. Yeah, I'm wrong a lot. Shit.
I've said a lot of shit I'm probably wrong about already today on this conversation, in this conversation.
Man, I mean, you can't really, it's your opinion, so it's
Yeah.
technically you're not wrong, but we made bad decisions. I've made a lot of bad decisions. I just left one of my bad decisions. But we make bad decisions. We humans. To be humans, make mistakes.
Yeah, we're all humans.
Yeah. Well, some of it, I don't know. At post office, I think there's a lot of aliens and a lot of people working in the warehouse
Men in black and
aliens.
shit.
Bro, I think that shit real. Like, they work with warehouse people. I'm like, this motherfucker got to be an alien because he's not normal or she's not normal. You can't drink whiskey all day and walk around like ain't nothing wrong with you.
Some people are fucking wild, bro.
Aliens. That motherfucker's an alien.
Shit, warehouse work is interesting work. You come across some different people.
Yeah, aliens. I'm trying to say. Illegal and other.
Do you wear headphones at your job?
I'm not supposed to. I got a lot of shit I'm not supposed to.
It makes it work go by a lot quicker.
Man, I have to. I listen to most of my comedy sets. I listen to some shit. I'm like a podcast, but yeah.
Do you record all your sets?
Now I do. At first I wouldn't. I have to listen to it now to know where not to go or why I mess up a joke it or how to tag it or come back to it. But at first I didn't respect comedy like I should have because I didn't actually go into comedy being a comedian.
Yeah.
I was just going to have fun and hang out. I didn't know what comedy really was, so I started doing it. So I got on stage. It was like, I'm drunk. I'm talking shit. They ain't loving it. Yeah, I'm gone. I didn't have opening joke, closing joke. I didn't have any jokes.
No structure, it's just you bullshitting up there.
5 to 10 minutes. How long they let me do it? And I was good at it. That's all the thing was like. I was good at it.
Very
But
charismatic.
that's what it was. But the first time I bombed, it was like one of the worst feelings I have ever. It felt like my first time getting my heart broke. I was like, why the hell love me? What happened?
I'm so funny.
Right. I don't consider myself funny. That's why I never thought about doing comedy. I'm like, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
People like, that's hilarious. I'm like, I wasn't telling a joke. That was how I fucking feel, bro.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Honestly, funny as shit.
so I didn't never really think about doing comedy. I was always serious. I rapped and all this shit. I used my humor to fuck with women or sell drugs to people that was terrible drugs. Like, just laugh. Don't look how bad this shit is. Just, keep having fun so you get to your car and realize this is some trash ass drugs. So I didn't use my humor for what I was supposed to. So when I started doing comedy, it was like I fell into it. Like, so my homegirl took me to a comedy show like the week before. And I seen Ali Sadiq and he was doing a Mexican on Boots joke. And I'm crying. I'm like, bro, I know he's not lying. This is truth. This is truth. I want to do that. I'm going to get on stage and tell the truth. The following week, I'm at the Laugh Lounge. Another homegirl, she had signed me up without telling me. So we getting drunk. I'm lit. They said, Tommy Dangerfield coming to the stage. I'm like, who the fuck stole my name? Who the fuck had my name? She's like, you fool. I'm like, oh shit.
Somebody sign you up?
Yeah, Mike, and I didn't know it. I didn't plan on getting on stage that night. And I got on stage and I crushed it. They was like, he was funny. I'm like, yeah. I'm doing this for the rest of my life, bitch. Yeah. More drinks. We got drunk in. I woke up the next day. I'm like, damn, what happened? And somebody recorded it. And I watched it. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm doing comedy.
Oh, shit.
And that whole, ever since then.
4 years now?
3, yep, be 4 years in January.
That's what's up.
And it was a hell of an hour. Watching it, I'm like, what? I don't remember getting on stage. I'm like, this shit was dope. So every time I got on stage, though, I got drunk. And that was fucking me over for like 2 years. Like I was getting booked, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
It was on stage being.
Like you thought you had to be drunk to be.
It's
to be
crutch.
comfortable, or
To be both, because like I was so used to being drunk, so I didn't care about what I was saying. I didn't care about what was gonna happen. I ain't have no jokes or none of that shit. I'm just drunk and just being belligerent.
Yeah.
It's funny. It was a crutch, and then like I bombed, and I bombed like twice. It was like I gotta get my shit together.
You were drunk when you bombed?
Yep. And they sobered me the fuck up. I was sober. I was like, man, what happened? I'm asking my home, like, what happened? He said, bro, you weren't prepared. I'm like, this is how I get prepared. That's not prepared, man. You drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're not prepared. You're just knocking off your nerves.
Right. And it was like, then I started seeing jokes, and I started having jokes, but I'd be drunk, and I'd say the same thing over, but I'd say a different way, and I started listening to, like, somebody told me to start recording myself. I started recording. I'm like, oh, that's a joke. Oh, this is a joke. I can put this together. Oh, well, this is a joke.
Yeah.
Oh. So I still can use me being funny off the cuff, but now I got jokes. So I can be on stage for even longer without looking stupid now.
Right.
So I start putting it together. I'm like, oh, so it's a craft. Fuck. I've been doing this all wrong.
So this shit's real, huh?
Yeah, it was. And I started reading the books like the comedy Bible. So I'm reading like, if I knew that from the get-go, I'd have been a way better comic coming into this. Like, I'm learning all the rules while I'm doing all these shows and shit. So I'm learning the rules. You can't break the rules unless you know the rules. I didn't know them.
It helps to fuck up.
It did. It helped me a lot to fuck up. Like, I got, my first year, I got like, somebody offered me to do a headline spot. I did 45 minutes. I didn't have 5 minutes worth of
Your
material.
very first year, somebody offered you that?
Man, because they seen me. I was on stage for like 20 minutes, but I was drunk and I was having fun with the crowd. Everybody laughing, so they think that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
No, that's not the same, sir. I shut up there. I bombed for
It takes
like
some
20
time to
minutes.
become a headliner.
Man, it takes years. I won't be a headliner for another 5 years in my head. People like, no, you can do 30 minutes now. I'm like, yeah, it's a feature.
You know, people who aren't really
into, they don't know it.
Yeah,
they don't
they're
understand
not into
it.
the thing that you're doing. They always act like you can just go do the thing.
They're like, yeah, you can do. I know you can do. I'm gonna watch you do 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, you watch me do 30 minutes of crowd work and talking shit with a couple of jokes. You didn't see me do 30 minutes worth of jokes. I didn't have 30 minutes worth of jokes.
Man,
I just not got it now, and I'm really not confident in it.
the ability to captivate a crowd
and keep them for a long period of time, because you can lose a crowd. I don't watch somebody open up, killing, then it just start dying down. Next, you know, the crowd talking to each other like, hey, what's going on? And you got to pick it back up. So that's a gift.
Yeah.
And it takes time to hone and get that gift together.
Yeah. And just to figure out like what your style is, because some comics have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
They're very animated, very over the top. And you know, some comics like probably fit my personality a little bit more. Like I'm a very mellow, chill guy, and you can still make that work and be fun.
Yeah.
But you have to find your.
Oh, it's a bunch of comics like that. Jason Nelson from here, Nate Orton, he's real chill, but yeah, you busting the fuck up. Who else? Duke Taylor, he real laid back. I'm laid back in my head, but people are like, nah, bro, your energy. I'm like, I can't tell.
You have really good energy.
From my head, I can't tell how y'all perceive me. So it'd be like, okay, I didn't see that, but cool. I'm gonna go with what y'all say. I'm gonna keep using that part. Because as a performer, we don't see what everybody else sees. We always critiquing ourselves like, that shit was trash. That was terrible. Like, woman told me I killed her. Now I'm like, man, that was terrible. She's like, what were you watching? I'm like, I can't watch that. I'm actually performing. So she's like, no, go. Anybody record it? I'm like, yeah, go listen to it. I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh. So I'm hearing the laughs that I didn't hear while I was on stage.
Yeah. Because
on stage, you can't see shit, and sometimes you can't hear the whole room.
You're just in the zone.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't. You need to hear that laugh to get that confidence. Like, all right, I'm cool. All right, cool. Go to the next joke. You don't hear that laugh, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
Next joke.
So you could be laughing, you might not hear it.
Oh, you might not see. Like, I had like the room the other night. People, she was laughing, but she was like, and her face. I'm not thinking she laughed. I'm thinking she just sitting there looking at me like this. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm doubling down on all the dumb shit I'm saying instead of going back to my good stuff. I'm like, fuck it, then. You ain't laughing. You gonna laugh at something? Well, fuck it. I'm bombing then.
Yeah. I gotta get better at laughing loud because I'll go to a comedy show and I'm not a loud laugher.
It's a new generation. People say, I'm dying. I'll be hating that shit, bro. What you mean you dying? I'm dead. No, laugh.
I need more.
Man, laugh. Say something.
Bro.
Give me something. Motherfucker, he killing me.
Yeah, because you need that up on stage. Like, you need that.
And I didn't understand it, right? I didn't understand. Like, I started doing comedy. I started like, man, this shit is stressful. Yeah. I didn't get how stressful. I'm like, man, you supposed to have fun. Like, nah, some days it was like, man, I don't even want to go outside.
That's so funny.
People think that because I'm a comedian. I hate dealing with people. People don't understand it. I really don't like large groups of people. I sit in the room and watch. I mean, I did a lot of stupid shit in my back in the day, so I'm watching everybody all the time. But it's like I really don't like being around large groups of people.
Yeah.
Bad things always happen around. I did security. I know why people get stabbed. I'm going for shot at. So it be like I'm always like, so what y'all here for? What y'all? And we in the comedy club, so I know they're here to laugh, but it's still like, so what y'all doing after y'all leave here? I don't know what's going on.
Keep that head in the swivel, man.
Yeah, but that's a bad thing to do too at the same time because it fuck up your set. So I'm sitting in the room, I'm just looking around. Mm-hmm. So I'm not thinking about Joe, I'm thinking about so what the fuck he on.
Yeah.
Or what they finna try to do.
You need to be in like a secure environment that you don't have to worry about that shit.
Comedy clubs is that, and
It's tough for you.
Yeah, I'm working through that though. That's why I'm like I drink to be out social. I'll be less. Cause I'm a mean sober. Nobody understood that. Like when I did bad things, I was sober. When I was in high school fighting, I was sober.
Yeah.
I had to start smoking weed to hang out with people and drink to be hanging out with people. I'm just like, man, I'll fuck you up. I don't know why it is, but like when I did bad things, I was sober.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm high and drunk, I don't give a fuck. We having fun. We kicking it.
Yeah, you're still more mellow.
Yeah, I don't care. Like alcohol and weed. I don't see how people do drugs. It's like hardcore drugs that get mean. It make me happy. I've never done any drug that got mean.
Yeah, me neither.
Cocaine, I was the happiest guy. I even did heroin. I saw heroin. I did heroin, the worst drug in the world. Don't ever do that shit. But I was still pretty nice on that.
Really?
And that makes you mean. It makes you a terrible person. I was still like, I don't fight the way I feel, but I like the way I feel. You guys want to play spades? But it was like when I do something I'm a happy person. I'm a mean soul. That's why I was like, I don't like doing certain things sober. I was like, yeah, I overthink.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm trying. That's why I said I'm trying to get out of that mode. But I have to drink to be around a group of people and all that. Just want to be myself.
Yeah.
Or I could be high. That I don't really count. But being drunk, yeah, right. Smoking a little weed. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
It don't make me my partner, but like when I get around large groups of people, I'll start drinking. Like, man, I don't deal with these people. They coming in the lab at the same time. Like, they probably want something else out of this too. I don't know what the fuck they want. The whole time you sitting there watching people, I'm like, I gotta stop that shit. Like, literally, it's a bad habit. Even especially when you're out of town. That's why I like going out of town with some of my friends as comic buddies. I don't like going by myself. Cause I'm by myself, I'm gonna have my gun.
Yeah, you should have that for sure.
Yeah, but it's still like you in the. I took my gun to the comedy club before. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with me, bro?
You don't know.
But I shouldn't have that mind frame. I was living like when I first started doing that. I was living like I was still finna start hustling or some shit. So I got my gun on me all the time. I'm looking like, I'm not even doing the same shit I'm used to. Why? I said that's mind frame.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to. I do have to change my mind frames. I want different type of energy around me, different type of money.
That matters.
So it does matter. So I have to change my mind frame. Like being around different comics now, I gotta be around different. Like I didn't like clean comedy all that. So first I'm like, that shit bullshit. I start watching it. That's a technique.
Yeah.
To like make people laugh, like genuinely laugh without having a curse word or just a certain. You just say anything to make people laugh. That shit's a skill.
It's a skill for sure.
I have not mastered it at all. Oh,
it's really hard.
It is. Now I can do it without cursing, but my content's still gonna be the content. Like, I realize I can be funny without cursing, but I'm still gonna talk about the real things that's going on in the world. I won't make fun of God. I don't make fun of gay people. I make fun of everything. I make fun of everybody. I make fun of myself. Being fat, being my hand messed. I make fun of everything. So I'm a comedian. Life is about everything. Nobody's off topic.
Everyone's so sensitive.
I make fun of my kids all the time. You can't do. Yes, like they my fucking kids. I make fun of my mama, my grandfather, everybody. You can't call them bitch. Everybody's a bitch sometimes.
Yeah. Everything has to be so serious.
I'm like, literally, like, I'm not like, you think that way for real? I'm like, to a certain extent, I want to go to the point where I will actually do some of the things I say on stage.
Yeah.
I do mean a lot of the shit I say, most of the shit I say on stage.
Dude, it's okay to think fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
We humans.
That's the thing. We have so many thoughts.
And they all fucked up, and you be like, oh wow, I think that.
Well, it's just like, okay, so when people start getting more like meditation and shit, they'll sit there and be, all right, well, just sit with your thoughts. Like, you are not your thoughts.
Ooh, you don't want to sit with your thoughts sometimes.
Well, like, I'm probably, there's nobody who'll ever be harder on me. You know what I mean? And sometimes, dude, I'll sit here and I'll talk so fucking mean to myself. Like, dude, you're such a loser. Why are you being such a fucking bum right now? Like, I would never say these things to anybody else, but I
would. I would say these things. If they deserve it, I would say it.
Well, yeah.
But we are hard on ourselves. But
I'm way harder on myself, right?
That's a good thing, because some people are not hard on themselves, and they don't give a fuck about nothing. So they don't do anything. You hard on yourself, you actually push yourself.
But you gotta have that balance, right? You can't just sit there and always put yourself down. Maybe you can.
No, because that's when depression kicks in.
You'll fuck you up, right? You'll fuck yourself up. The stories we tell ourselves, right? So that point is, you may be telling yourself you're these things, but you're not really a fucking loser, right? Or whatever the case. Like, you may be so angry that you feel like, oh man, I would really fucking love to overrun somebody because you just
Right.
feel that way.
Right.
But
Because
what's
it's a feeling. Because sometimes we just want to feel something different. We used to tired of feeling the same way. I don't know.
Yeah.
So a different feeling could be anger or anything. It's like it's something different. So you feed to that bullshit.
yeah, well, just because you have that feeling and that thought, what separates normal people from the psychos is what you fucking do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So okay, so maybe you tell a fucking joke about somebody, or you have a thought about somebody, but are you a bad person? Are you out there treating people like shit? Like, are you out there telling these, like, are you going to that person and telling it to them because you feel like they are really that thing, or are you just out here just saying some fucked up shit because it's funny?
Sometimes you say it's a fine line because you can say something to somebody because I'm gonna say it like this because it's not funny, but somebody around you laugh because it's so real and raw. But like you was being honest.
Yeah.
You tell somebody the truth and the whole room will bust out laughing like that wasn't a joke. Fuck. Now they think you're being. I'm like I want. That's why sometimes it sucks to be a comedian because nobody take you serious when you're being serious.
Oh yeah.
Then when you are playing, but like that's how you feel. Like I was fucking playing, dog.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck. I can't.
That's a weird space to be in.
Man, especially with women, because you can never say the right thing to women sometimes. Like, you being funny. I don't like the makeup, baby. Take that shit off. What's wrong with my makeup? You don't need it. It's not for you. Who the fuck is it for then?
Yeah.
Who you going to go see after this? Now I feel offended now. Bitch, come on now. Take all that shit off. Go lay down in the bed.
It's just that people take shit too serious. It's like, we're just joking, folks. When you're with your friends, you probably say some of the most fucked up shit. Comics
say some of the worst things in the world, and they just be playing.
That's it.
And they just be playing. You know somebody being honest and just being mean.
It's like the game is how fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, cause as kids, we did that shit as kids.
Yeah.
Now we just big kids. You don't grow up, you grow wiser. You don't grow up. We all still the same dumbass kids. We just know more now.
Yeah, this whole idea that you're an adult.
Yeah, I done grew into a different person. You the same shitty kid. You just know more, you little shitty kid. That's it.
I don't know about that. Kids are pretty shitty. They're narcissistic assholes. They can't see past their own fucking face.
Yeah, my kids did. I had to tell them some different things. Say you right. They don't give a fuck. But it's some good kids. There's some good kids. But but they literally.
My kids are great. They're just narcissists.
They're kids. They don't know no better. Wait till life.
They can't.
Yeah, because they don't have.
Their brain's not able to do it.
That's what I was saying. Because there's some good kids out there like you gonna be too good for this world, baby. Like you know that kid that's like. See, it's so nice. That's so nice. Like, we gotta knock some of that nice out of this kid. The world gonna fuck them up.
It's hard, bro.
It's harsh. It's hard. Like, my son, he got a good, big heart, but he's too nice sometimes. He'll be like, hey, bro, you can't love everybody. Like, I understand you got love, but some people gonna take advantage of that shit.
Yeah, it's a part of life. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I be trying to tell you, like, but you have people around you, everybody like you, and I'm like, because they say that like me, they don't always mean that like me. Some people be around you just because they like to be around you, like to be around your energy, or they want something from you.
Yeah.
So they figure they stay around you long enough, they can get it out of you.
Yeah.
But I was trying to tell them, like, you got some people that's called your friends that's not going to be your friend. They're going to leave you high and dry. You're going to be like, why do they do that? Because it's not your friend.
I think that's probably the biggest obstacle when you're a kid.
Trying to figure out good people.
Yeah.
It's hard because
figuring out who is really worth it. Because here's the thing, kids think, they don't really understand what real friendship is.
Right.
Like thick and thin friendship.
We can't use our parents instead of guys. Like, they gotta love us.
Yeah.
And I hear you gotta be there for. So my friends probably do the same thing. No.
Well, you think you're friends with somebody until you guys do some shit together, and then they either tell on you or they don't really have your fucking back because they gotta look out for them because they're narcissistic assholes.
They are.
You gotta worry about you.
You ain't lying. I only had like a couple friends. Yeah, I only had like a couple friends that were teenagers that they wouldn't like. They was like, nope, we ain't nothing. I'm like,
it's rare.
But same time, they was also people we did bad shit together all the time. So you can tell, like, you did certain things with certain friends. Like, you would tell who your friends for certain situations. Like, you would do something bad and, like, you look around like y'all broke into somebody's house or some dumb shit like that. You run, you look behind, your friend's still behind you. Do it with somebody else, you look behind your friend right there holding it, the police hand telling, pointing at you like, that was it. That's you like, oh, you ain't that friend. Oh, you somebody I just know, you an associate.
Yeah. So
I be trying to tell my son, you're going to have friends and you have associates. You're going to be with family members too. Just because they blood don't mean they're your family. They just blood, y'all related. Don't mean they like you or love you. They might snake you faster than the person you know.
That's true too.
I got a friend, my friend Beeman. That's probably my best friend. And that's not even my blood. I consider him more of a family member than I do some of my family members.
Yeah.
I can call him anytime, but it's like certain people are like, that's your family? Like, yeah, that's my blood, but I don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
They don't fuck with us. So
yeah, just because we're related, I I don't feel any obligation.
Nah,
To you.
I love you. That's the only obligation. I'm obligated to love you, but I don't gotta care.
I'm not even obligated for that.
I love I genuinely love everybody to a certain extent. So it'd be like I love y'all, but
No, yeah, I mean,
I keep my distance. Like I love you from a distance. I love a lot of people.
I can give you love,
right?
Like just in the general sense of just putting positivity and love out there. Like I try to do that always.
Okay.
But like, so my biological dad, there's a whole bunch of I just don't have this. I don't have a draw.
And I got you on that.
I have like 4 or 5 siblings who are way younger than me. I don't have any.
That's not on you though.
I know.
That's not on you. That's on your father.
I have a younger sister. She's like 3 years younger than me, and she has a more of a natural draw to want to have a relationship and a connection with
right.
our younger siblings and shit like that.
Right.
And I didn't actually. So we had different moms, same dad. I didn't meet her until we were adults. But it's just the difference. Like I don't have that natural draw to where
right.
just because we're family, I don't feel like I need to have a connection with you.
Yeah,
I'm weird like that though. That's
no, I get that with certain family members because like I got an uncle. I just found out about this year. I'm like, I don't know this motherfucker. So it's not like I'm not trying to reach out to him. Like he didn't reach out to us. He knew about us. We didn't know nothing about this motherfucker. So
it's like cool.
I'm like, cool, all right. Like,
but like to your point though, we don't necessarily have to be family, and you're still my family.
Oh yeah. I got like I said, I got like 2 people in my life that's not my blood that I consider blood. Like I would kill them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other people's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know who my friends are. My friends actually my friends.
Yeah, and you might meet one of those friends when you're young.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Hopefully you do. But
I got like my homeboy G. Like they still around. We old now. Them your real friends you can call 20 years from now and they still like y'all ain't never left off. Like, what's up, bro? What's going on?
Sometimes you don't gotta talk all the time. It's okay.
I don't talk to these people all the time. We old. I got kids. Some of them don't got kids and we ain't doing shit together.
It's
so
life, man.
Right.
Like, I don't feel the need to constantly have a regular connection with you because it's like, hey man, I'm podcasting, I'm doing jujitsu, I'm trying to build my business, I'm doing all these.
If you my friend, you will try to build with me.
Yeah.
If that's the case, like you always you too bitch for me. Try to come build with me then, bro. I need help. Yeah. Like you really want to be a friend, come build with me. Let's go do some friend shit.
Everybody wants to do their own thing though. That's what I realized.
I be trying. That's why
it's tough. It's hard to build a team. That's where I'm at right now.
I've been trying since I started comedy. It sometimes fall apart. Now I'm in a situation where I do like Jeremy helps me. I got a lot of people around us willing to help. I'm gonna do other shit, but it's like people like you said, everybody want to be a star. I don't have to be a star of shit. Yeah. I have my own shit to start in. I don't need to be a star of everything. I don't understand that mentality. I want to build. The more we build, the more money we can make. The more opportunities we make. If I'm doing all this shit by myself, at the end of the day, I'll be by my fucking self. Opportunities gonna probably not be as big because I ain't reached where I'm supposed to reach. So I don't understand that mentality. Like I'm gonna be the man. Like man, I can be the man behind the scenes.
That's cool. Too.
I don't want to be the man. Honestly, everybody put me in the face of every goddamn thing. Well, you curious, man? You can do this. I'm like. Sometimes I want to sit in the back. I don't want to be the face of every goddamn thing. Cause I just hang out in the back and give y'all ideas and throw out. I don't have to be the face of everything. That's not my thing. I never wanted to be popular. That shit never said shit. All the popular people I knew was lame to me.
Yeah.
Like they cool. They the cool kids. Why? I don't even like this dude. This dude do nothing that's fun to me.
Yeah.
But they the cool people and the popular people. I'm like, the popular people suck.
So you want to build you want to have like a team to like write with and maybe do like sketch comedy type
skits,
shit,
movies. I got movie ideas. I got a TV series. I got a whole TV series that's out right now called Co-Parents. It was something I had the idea of, and we actually recorded and did it, put a season together.
Oh, cool.
I got a podcast too. The podcast.
Is that on YouTube?
Yep.
Oh, sick.
Called Co-Parents. Yeah. Like I have so many different ideas, but I can't do this shit by myself.
Yeah.
I can't depend on nobody to do it for me either. So like we got 2 movies right now. 2 of them already wrote out. And we trying to cast this shit now, so it's like I got to depend on other people to show up, do all this thing, and it's hard.
It's hard, man. Yeah, you gotta have a team.
And if I was bigger, if I had a bigger name, it wouldn't be that problem. If I was like famous already, I'm like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I'm on my way to doing bigger things. They're like, well, we'll see, we'll try. Yeah. And so it's like, all right.
You ever got on like Meetup, like that app Meetup?
I have not.
It's just an app to help you like connect with people who are also like interested in like similar shit. So like for comedy, for example, if like you wanted to put together like every Wednesday night we're gonna get together and we're gonna have like a writer session. You could post that on there, and other people who are interested in that can come.
I like that.
Yeah, it's just a way to host different
shit right there.
Yeah, host different like meetups for different. So it's like, all right.
We got 132 likes, bro. I don't even know these people.
If you're like, hey, I want to do a fucking a short film, maybe you can get like a director or some fucking. You know what I'm saying? Just people with similar interests, bro.
Hell yeah. I mean, cause it's different. Like Because I like SEO Live now. They do help. Well, we're doing the sketch thing. We got a show Sunday. You ain't doing nothing come out. It's like basically sketch comedy, but it's live. We're doing all live
Where's
shit.
That
at? Illusion Studio. I give you the information. I can't think of it right now.
Okay.
But I give you the information though. Some Illusion Studio. I feel terrible.
Is
I
that
don't
right?
know the name.
Is it in St. Louis?
Yes, sir. Can I perform Wednesday? I've been trying not to perform. I'll get back to that. I'll look it up in a second.
It's good stuff.
No, I've been trying to pull back. I'm trying to do the show Wednesday, Sunday, because it's basically I'm doing like 3 different sketches. I want to know the lines.
Yeah.
I'm used to doing everything y'all see me doing on social media. I don't prepare. I don't write down. It's just improv.
Yeah. So you're trying to do less stand up right now then? I know you're doing a lot of stand up, but it sounds like
Yeah, I mean, I want to
do other things.
Yeah, I want to do. Yeah, I want to do movies, the web series. I got the idea for. I want to do stand. I'm gonna die doing stand up, but that stuff. I'm young. I could do it. I can do stand up till I'm 70, 80 years old. Acting, I'm not gonna be acting in nobody movie that
You
long.
fuck around, write the right script, or put together the right pilot, or fucking sell that shit, dude. Change your whole fucking life.
That's what I'm trying to do. Is like that's what I'm trying to get to. Is like, but I do need to be stand up. I'm not where I want to be at the stand up, so I'm forcing myself to be on stage a lot.
Yeah.
So I love being on stage. That's where I can actually be myself. I can do whatever I want, say how I want, feel all that shit. But it take a lot to do that. I realize if I'm on stage all the time, I'm not gonna be writing as much. I'm not gonna be working on certain things. Like I sit there looking at all my jokes and start getting self-conscious about certain shit. Like, oh, I gotta do this, but I gotta do this. So everything else will fall to the wayside. So
well, it sounds like you're kind of drawn more towards just comedy as opposed to stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Like you're doing the stand-up comedy, but you're more of just like a comedian in general. Like you want to entertain through comedy.
Yeah, I mean, cause some not just comedy. I got some like my web series is I'm working on. It's not even comedy. It's a drama. It's like it got a comedic undertone because I'm a comedian. I can't. It's certain things you gonna make funny with. Right. It's not maybe not be funny to somebody, but it's gonna be having undertone.
Humor and everything.
Pretty much. It's like pretty much, but it's basically talking about not my childhood, but how heroin hit the neighbor, pretty much certain neighborhoods and certain aspects of when it hit. Cause when that fentanyl hit, like we was in the midst of a lot of this shit, so we watching it like this ain't the same shit we was just dealing with. It was a different type of life. That's what I was saying. And we started seeing it like firsthand, like shit. If someone tried to jack that shit, and his whole arm swelled up, he fell all over his phone. I'm like, this ain't heroin no more. This is some other shit. Whoa. Oh, too much. Okay, we gotta get away from this shit. Then people was hitting us. It was crazy. It was a fucked up time. But it was like, I started looking back. I'm like, I could use these ideas because it wasn't just black. It was white people. We were fucking around with white people. So
now it's a tragedy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, it wasn't us. It was like the people watching it. It wasn't black people. It wasn't like shit. That's when they said the pandemic. The basic said it was epidemic when what they calling the pet the fuck they call painkillers and shit.
Oh, the opioid.
Opiate. That's when the opioid. It wasn't opioids. It was fentanyl and heroin that was killing everybody.
Yeah.
The painkillers was helping, but that was killing people.
Well, fentanyl is an opioid.
I know, but they were saying it really wasn't that big of a deal, but nobody was talking about popping fentanyl. You were not hearing that shit and rap songs on this shit.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a popular thing, but we knew what was going on, but it wasn't mainstream. Now everybody's fentanyl, this fentanyl. I'm like, this shit been around for years. What the fuck y'all talking about?
It's been fucking people up.
They just said no, because it was being caps of heroin. That's what it basically was hitting that. They started putting in coke. I don't know why the fuck you put cocaine. Fentanyl and cocaine? That even makes sense.
Yeah. So there's a period of time where a lot of people were dying off. It was probably counted as a heroin death, but it was really
fentanyl. It's fentanyl because you could take because synthetic heroin. That was the best heroin I could get. So you get some brown heroin. That's the old school bullshit that you got to take a lot of extra to get high. So we mixing that and calling it China. Take a little fentanyl, mix with some brown tar heroin. Now it's synthetic to everybody else. So they taking that shit. Oh, this shit's fire. We're like, yeah, we double, tripling our money. Heroin is a game where you can triple your money. So we was quadrupling off of that. So it was like. I said too much. But pretty much, that was the only hustle I had seen where I made $500 instead of a couple hours, I made $500 in a minute. It was like, what the fuck? I'm never fuck all these other drugs. Y'all can have weed, you had X.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it was like, how? But they need it, so they coming back.
It's short-lived.
It's short, man. And it's like, they be selling like 5 beans at a time. That's $50 right there. That's the shirt. And it's like 16 people in your backyard. It's like, they bringing people. Man, it's just a crazy, like, this shit is crazy. It got to the point where my homeboy was robbing my customers. Man, he in the back and people come, man, I got robbed. You got robbed too? It's the 3rd time happening today. It's his goofy ass.
Damn.
Man, it's my big brother. He's like a big brother. You have to rob him for the dope.
It's like, damn, bro, I could have.
That's why I had to tell her, bro, man, you ain't got to do this. I'm looking out for you, man. I'm making sure everybody on everything. How you looking out for me? You robbing my customers.
Fucking my business up, bro.
They don't want to come down. I got to go meet them now somewhere because you done robbed them and shit.
It's actually probably better for you that way. You don't want people to come to your house.
Nah, they was going through the same spot. They didn't come to the actual house.
You got a system.
Yeah, so they wasn't coming in the house. They just meet us in a certain spot. But he was fucking at us. They didn't want to come to the spot no more. I'm like, shit. Thanks a lot. He's like, man, I'm just trying. No, you want to get high, just say that.
By himself.
He was trying to get high. He was robbing from the dope. He wouldn't even take the money. That's how I knew it was his goofy ass. I'm like, they took the dope and that was it? Man, that's your ass. And I'm like, man, you could have took the money too, make it look better. But he was, man, I'm sorry. It sounds bad, so I had to give him drugs so he stopped robbing my drug addicts. So it was like, this is bullshit.
Hey man, this problem's the boss.
I wasn't the boss. I was still an underling because the people that was over me was showing me what was going on.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you ran your own little business.
True. Yeah. That shit was crazy. It's like I was saying, like that time frame gave me an aspect I could look at. I'm like, cause we talking about black people. It was not black people back there. It was white people buying it. And you was surprised at the people you seen like, you work at a bank. This what you do?
Very functional.
A lot of functional
crackheads in the world.
And it was her. I know functional crackheads.
I should say crackhead. Which is just
we always say crackhead because they was the most popular at one point.
I just meant added.
Pretty much. Like pill popping, you'd be like, you work where? Huh. Damn.
That's what's so fucked up about cannabis because you got people who go out on the weekend and do the hardest shit, but their system's clean by Monday.
By Monday.
And it doesn't matter if you hit them with a random test or whatnot. Meanwhile,
weed. Right. And weed is the most it's the most legit thing you should do. Yeah. Alcohol legal? How? I can get drunk and kill somebody. I ain't never smoked weed and killed nothing. I ain't never had an accident on weed. I'm actually like this. Oh, before I try to do something stupid. Alcohol? Oh shit! Boom! Damn! I didn't. My reaction time completely fucked up. I'm like, weed, y'all really weed? Okay.
Yeah. I lost my corporate job over weed.
And you need it.
Nah, it's the best thing ever happened.
He's right.
For real, dude.
I lost 2 jobs because of weed. The last job, I could have kept my job. I was so fed up with working out. Like you ain't gonna. People try to bring me pee. There was another. I was like, man, I got some pee. I'm like, so you gonna lose your job? Like, next week I got a job making down there with $10 more. I'm like, well, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I had a job doing a little bit more, but it would have been nice to get unemployment benefits.
My unemployment wouldn't have been as much as a job.
I would have been legit.
Okay. My unemployment never been as much as I wanted to be. I'm like, this what y'all give me? I can just go to work. Fuck this. Like that gave me to me that lump sum that one time. I'm like, oh, this ain't bad. This ain't bad. So I had all this saved up. Shit.
Dude, yeah.
That's the bad part about it. We don't know about these things. You got a lot of money from working. They just sit there. They take it out your check. They give it to you when you lose your job.
That's what pissed me off the most because I had been at that place for like 5.5 years. I paid in a lot of fucking money in unemployment at that point.
And you sitting there looking at the money like, give it back to me.
But you lose your benefit because it's for drugs.
Yeah.
It was the most crappy shit.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit.
Hey man, this is where we live in.
And I didn't have that. I got the unemployment during the pandemic shit. That was cool. You know, I'm like, I was out of work for 2 weeks. I take that back. I didn't work the whole. I was out for 2 weeks, and they told us to come back to work.
Oh really?
And that shit was stupid. I'm like, so we going back to work? Y'all do know, like, it was like somebody every day tested positive for this shit, but y'all still want to ship refrigerators to global places.
Yeah.
So this how COVID. So COVID just chill. It dies when they leave the building.
It just let you know, man. Just let you know. I mean, Amazon made
I work for Amazon too.
Ungodly amounts of money.
I know. I delivered for Amazon. I was doing the food part. That shit, I'm sitting there getting the tips. I'm like, and people would not come outside.
Yeah.
They would literally just set it right there. It was like 16 bags just raining. I'm like, you want me to bring it to the door? Nope, just sit it outside. I'm like,
I was just reading an article talking about how Amazon is pushing for their delivery partners because you know they have they use a lot of like third-party businesses to deliver for them. They're pushing all of those businesses to no longer test for cannabis because there's a employee shortage, so they don't have enough people to deliver, and they're like, well, we need the potheads
because that's who delivered this shit. I work for I ain't gonna lie, I had somebody like with Uber and Lyft. Somebody reported me because my car smelled like weed. I was like, bruh, you gave me a tip. And you reported me because if the last person in my car, I'm like, so you gave me a tip because you know you can do some bitch shit.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna fuck up all his money. So I gave him an extra $3.
Oh, here you go. I'm like, There's nothing spilling around. That's the only one person in my car last. I'm like, he just said, why you got that say? You was talking about it was cooler here today. You was talking, you don't tell on me, huh? You dirty bastard. All they did was just tell me, I was like, well, it was him probably. He probably spilled his own coat.
Yeah.
I don't have any money. You want to judge me? And just make sure it don't happen again. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I had an Uber driver try to fight me one time.
For what?
You know, in all fairness, I was not the nicest passenger.
I'm still not enough trying to fight you.
However, he was a fucking asshole. So it was, man, this is probably 11 o'clock at night. It was me and my brother, so it's three of us. We just got in at the airport, and we're at the Southwest Terminal, and I'm like, hey man, you need to get in this lane to turn right so you can take me to my home, like the fastest way fucking possible. Yeah. And he didn't. He wasn't listening. I'm like, dude, you need to get in this lane. And then he talked to me like I was a child. He was really fucking rude, so I didn't say anything. And then he went the long way to get to my fucking house. Like,
it's technically what his fault. The app tell you not to detour from the app. Because you detour from the app, they would fuck up your payment.
It wasn't detouring from the app. He just got in the wrong lane.
Oh, okay, that was different. You told him that, the thing was telling him that too.
No, it's like it's because whenever you get picked up at the airport, you go and the lanes are right next to each other. And once you're in it, and you can either go left or you can go right. And he didn't. He just got in the left lane instead of getting in the right. It's literally a fucking lane change. And then at that point, it rerouted him. So it wasn't.
Hey, you said when you say it rerouted him, that means he fucked up.
It rerouted him.
He fucked up.
Yeah,
he wasn't listening.
He did. He wasn't listening to me. I'm like, listen, I get picked up from here all the fucking time. I know which way you need to go. I know how easy it is to fuck this up. So my point is, first of all, he talked to me like I was a little kid in that moment, and it was super disrespectful. So I shut up. I didn't say anything. I was pissed. But then when we got to my house, he made this stupid ass little comment like, "There's more than one way to get to places in St. Louis." Haha. I'm like, yeah, but they don't all fucking take forever. And I got out. I slammed his door, and then he like, "You're not gonna fucking slam my door." And he like got out the car like he was about to do something, and he actually kind of insinuated he had a gun on him. Which, if you did, it wouldn't have mattered because it was me and my two brothers, and my one brother was literally like I'm right over here, standing and like kind of talking to him. I'm like, dude, you don't really want to fucking do this because he doesn't know me.
Yeah, he gonna get the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah,
he don't know.
I'm a professional fucking fighter.
That's why I don't fight with people. I don't talk shit nobody. But somebody too calm, like, hey, he knows something you don't.
and my brother is my brother who is in the mill. He's in the army at the time. He's standing like where I am here to you. So even if the guy did try to pull for a weapon,
he fucked.
My brother's close enough to where he's gonna fucking.
He's gonna disarm you too.
He's gonna get you, and then I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Is what's gonna fucking happen. But I'm just like, dude, like. I was like, dude, you don't want these fucking problems. You're like, get in your fucking car and get the fuck out of here. And like, he did, and I went inside. But I was so angry. Like, my ego felt so bruised. Like, I wanted to kill that guy. Like, I even still think about it, how angry it makes me, because how disrespectful he was. Just the idea that the Uber driver thought he could fuck. First of all, there's three of us. Like, numbers alone.
Right.
Like, you think you're some you're just some OG or some shit. Like, bro, I beat the piss out of you, bro.
Right, then you wrong. He's wrong. And when they said reroute, yeah, man, you fucked up.
You fucked up, bro. You went the wrong
way.
way.
I said, I do Uber, so when you say, he reroute, he went the wrong way.
And here's the thing, and I get it, like, we all make mistakes, but listen, dude, it's 11 o'clock at night, I'm fucking tired, I've been traveling, I told you the right way to go, and you didn't listen. And then you were disrespectful.
You should have apologized.
And he pissed me off first when he picked us up, because he didn't even get out the car. Like, no,
I had bags, too?
Yeah.
You open them? Yeah.
No, dude, here's the thing. I'm all about service, dude. And if you're going to do your job, then do it fucking well. And you're going to pull up, I don't care what it is, Lyft, Uber, a taxi, you work for a private service. If you're picking up motherfuckers from the airport, you better pop that trunk and hop out the fucking car. And at least introduce and say, hi, do you need help?
Because you don't know who these people getting in your car. Oh, that should play a part in...
It's just good service.
It's good service, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you take your shit, and then he didn't do any of that, so that was already bad. And then he talked to me like a little kid, and then you went the wrong fucking way. And then I'm just like, listen, bro.
You get no stars.
Like,
you get no tip.
I called immediately. I tried to get him fired. I'm like, listen.
I went there for you.
I'm like, listen, because I'm not gonna pay for this. For one, I need my money back, and then two, this motherfucker just tried to fight me, and he insinuated he had a gun.
Yeah, that was
like,
different.
So like, I'm gonna fuck with like.
That was different. We probably would have beat his ass out there. I don't know.
I'm still thinking about it. Like, we could have just beat. Part of me is like, man, we should have just stomped his ass out, threw him in his trunk, and just like drove him somewhere and dropped him off. and then just like left his car up the road.
Yeah, turned the app on. I would have made him drive himself around. I'm sending your ass somewhere you don't want to go.
I shouldn't get so worked up about that experience.
It's not. I mean, we are
drivers.
Every man has experience. Think about like, I should have did it. I should have did it.
But it was better than I didn't.
Trust me.
Nothing would have happened.
Nothing.
I would have felt better in the moment, but longer I would be feeling like shit.
Yeah, because you might have hurt yourself. I realized fighting people I thought was all. No, sometimes it's better to say fuck it, because you might hurt yourself hurting somebody else. Yeah. I hurt myself permanently because I hurt somebody else.
I was trying to break a car window, trying to get to somebody, and I broke my hand instead and had to get surgery when I was 18. See, not worth it.
18 too. That surgery still, I couldn't get enough. I crushed my knuckles all back here in pieces.
Oh yeah, dude. I had 2 plates and 12 screws. Yeah, it's fucking bad.
See, you understand.
Yeah, so my knuckles, they were back here.
Yep, that's mine still a little bit back there.
Yeah,
I'm like, y'all give me another knuckle. He's like, you got it. But he's like, the fuck?
So you didn't have surgery?
Nah.
They're like, you'll be fine.
I ain't having insurance. They're like, you just beating people up. Yeah. I mean, I kept hitting them, and I realized that my hand was broken. I was still hitting. I was like, why the fuck?
You're just mad.
And that's why I'm like, you got to, that's why I try to tell my son, like, you got to check it. Because I done blacked out being mad before. I said, I got stabbed. I'm fighting and shit. I'm why am I bleeding? What happened? What happened? Yeah. We got into a fight, and somebody stabbed the shit out of me. Oh, okay. I'm going to work.
Shit.
I went to work, clocked in, and I'm passing out. I'm like, something they just cut me. No, I got puncture holes in me. I got a knife in my leg this whole time. The knife about this big. He broke off at the blade. I'm at the handle.
Wow.
So I'm in the I went to the hospital. They say, you know, the knife is still in you. I'm like, you shitting me? He said, prepare for surgery. I'm like, surgery? And I passed back. I wake up when they got me in the hallway. Like, we might not have to go actually have surgery. Let's see if we can get out in the hallway. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna just try to take a knife out of me right now. Keep still. Keep still. They pulled the motherfucking knife out of me. And look, here it is. It's leaking. Next thing I know, blood starts squirting. I pass back out.
Whoa.
I wake up in the hospital again. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck happened? What's going on? Why do I keep passing out? Black of blood. I had to get a blood transfusion.
Yeah, you lost a lot of blood.
A lot. I had never been through that. It was funny, but it was fucked up at the
How
same
old
time.
were you?
I was 19, 20.
19?
No, I was 20. I was 20.
So you got angry as shit.
No, I was 21. We was drinking. I was 21. I had bought the liquor.
Yeah.
I got into it with my brother of all people, and I don't remember arguing with nobody. I say I got into it with my brother, the home where I was fighting everybody in the house.
Being belligerent.
Yeah, I don't remember none of that shit.
Stabbed.
Yeah, repeat. That was the first time I got stabbed.
Well, first time.
Yeah, second time my baby mom stabbed me in the back, literally.
Oh shit.
Because I wanted to leave.
Wow.
Like literally, she's a backstabber. Literally. To this day, I didn't stab you. I'm like, what the fuck this hole in my back come from? You was arguing with me. So I stabbed myself. Really?
You did it. You did it.
Yeah, you was
made
arguing
me
with me.
do it.
Right. That was what she basically said. You made me do it. I'm like, and my son today, it was the first thing my son actually seen it happen. He was like, nah, mom, you stabbed him. He ain't do nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so he sit there with that. I'm like, and she's like, he didn't see that. I'm like, he tells me all the time he saw it.
Damn, bro. You got a wild life, man.
Yeah, that was before I got me. So now I got things to talk about, but like, I gotta try to make that shit funny because it's like, it's not even
You gotta
funny.
figure out just a way to tell your story.
Yeah, that's it. I just did.
Fuck, dude.
And section. That's not even the worst things that happen to me. That's just some of
We're
it.
just scratching the surface.
It's a lot of things, man. But life, that's all I'm saying. I'm glad my life happened the way it did. 'Cause I got a life experience, but I can see things from different ways.
Yeah.
I had the same perspective from having a lot of money. I didn't see it from being completely broke. See from living in the middle. So I can talk about anything. I can relate to just about anybody.
Yeah.
I can talk to anybody about anything. Like, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I done hung out in the colleges. We had float trips, and I was like, nope. Black dude on the water.
Nah.
Drunk. I would never be seen from or heard from again. No.
Float trips are the best.
I know that now. At first, I was like, this shit is stupid. Like I said,
Suspect,
parties.
huh?
Yeah, all this shit. I was like college party shit. I had some of the best times of my life at SLU. I wasn't in the studio. I'm like, I just have to bring ecstasy and y'all gonna hang out. Oh, that's what we finna do.
This how y'all do it? Okay.
Bird pong. I thought this shit was trash. I'm like, this shit is that shit is fun.
Yeah.
So all the things I was like as a kid, I'm like, that shit lame and stupid.
Yeah.
I got to see it. I'm like, oh, I missed out a lot of my childhood. This some bullshit.
Yeah, man. Well, just being open to experience, right? Like not saying like, oh, that's stupid, that's gay,
that's what we was talking like.
Because when we were kids, that's what you would do. You'd be like,
that's gay.
That's gay. That's retarded.
Yeah, I ain't do that shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
and the wrong things inside of me. I'm in the house for the grown-ups. They selling everything in there. It's women in there having sex. It's orgies all the time. I'm like, this is life. Now, I'm like, man, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing at 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, try to grow up too fast.
Yeah, and it fucked me up because like when I'm like, shit, 20, I'm like, I want to go home to my mama's house. It's like, it's too late now.
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
Yeah, man, it's cool to be a kid. It is.
That's why I teach my son, like, man, I'm trying to grow up too fast, bro.
It's cool to be a kid, man.
Have
it's cool
fun.
to be silly. It's cool to just be open to experience and figure some shit out. Figure out if you like it.
Right, because you're going to see a lot of shit you think you like this you're not going to like.
Yeah, man.
Like, I thought I was going to love that lifestyle. That shit was burnt out. I felt like I was 40-something years old. At 20, I done did so many shit. Like, man, oh, cool. Everybody like, we going to go to the club. I did that shit so much. Like, going to the club, hanging out. I did that shit in my early 20s to the point in my 30s. I don't see no club.
Yeah.
I did. We burnt clubs down. I went to 3 clubs in one night. Spent $1,000 doing nothing.
Man, I used to go to clubs just because that's what people did. I never liked them. I don't like them now.
I don't.
It's loud as fuck in there. First of all, especially here in St. Louis, if you are just going out to try to have a good time, you're not gonna have it.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Because
not no club.
Not in a club. Like if you just want to go out and maybe just like dance, you just want to go out and just dance, just have a good fucking time. Half the time, the group of girls that are all out just only want to hang out with themselves. Like they're not really open to just.
They just out having a girl night out.
Yeah, they're not really out because even if you're not even trying to like do anything with them,
you're just trying to
I'm just trying to have a good time and just be social and do like. It
when we was kids, like the palace night that you could actually go out and dance with girls and just be just that. You go all hang out and just be that. I don't know what happened from we was kids to growing up. Nobody even dance with each other no more.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit weird to me. I was like, y'all even dance with each other. Y'all dancing with each other.
Dude, the music's loud. You can't really have good conversations. I like to have conversations. Right. You can't really do that there. I don't talk that loud anyway. And then.
But then the dudes and the girls on different sides of the club. Yeah, shit weird.
And then everybody's out here being stuck up and just kind of. I'm just like, this isn't fun.
Staring at each other across the club.
Yeah,
that shit weird. I'm
weird,
like, the
fuck. It's like it's not fun.
I miss middle school, high school. We would dance with each other, dance on each other.
Yeah, just dancing.
I haven't seen. I don't see that nowhere no more. Everybody just popping bottles and all. It's goofy.
Everybody's trying to be cool. Everyone has an image.
Right, to do nothing. To go home and not have. We had a ball. Y'all showing pictures. Y'all just doing this.
Yeah.
This is that was your good time. We just taking pictures on my phone. I remember going to the club. I didn't remember having the phone. That's how I was trying to talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Call me later. Yeah. Other than that, I ain't take no pictures.
Yeah.
They had the picture dude for that shit.
Just out trying to have a good time.
Right. Now it's just everything about social media. It's like it's not fun no more. In the clubs, like I did like the club when it was a club. Now it's just we just out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the club stopped being a club. In my late 20s, it was like we ain't dancing no more. I ain't coming to this shit no more.
Yeah. And I kind of. In my mind, I kind of think of like that's just kind of the scene here in St. Louis, even that's just kind of the St. Louis club scene.
It was
it's like a cliquey city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people always go out. They're not really out there. Even whenever I was in college, man, at Lindenwood, we'd go to different places like Home Nightclub whenever that was open back in the day.
That was shit.
It was fun to be in there, but even then, man, you go in there. And
that was the beginning, though. That was kind of like the beginning of that transition.
Yeah.
Like,
and girls are kind of stuck up. They didn't want to it's like, listen, I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm just out here just being silly. I'm drunk. I'm just having a good time.
How old are you?
33.
So
I'll be 34 in December.
So you was around when Plus was around.
Mm-hmm.
Plus was like you could dance, you could dress up, and y'all would dance with each other.
I'm just out here dancing, sharing energy.
Right, that was it. I ain't even have to talk to you at that. You no, I'm with my boy. Oh, okay, shit.
Cool, see ya. Cool.
So hang out there.
No disrespect. Let's just.
Then like you said, we're home. Oh, that shit wasn't nobody. It was just.
But you can't do that. Half the time you just go out there and you're just standing because nobody wants to do anything.
Nope. And you got to make somebody.
That's been 90% of my experience going out. So for me, I'm just like, this is just loud and people are drunk. I don't even like drunk people. I stopped drinking a year ago. So
smart. I'm finna stop this year. I'm gonna stop drinking altogether. I've been trying to cut back, but I just gotta stop altogether.
Dude, for me, I the last time I had a drink was last year, 4th of July, and I always kind of go through these cycles where I'll drink, and then I'll get really healthy, and I always prefer to smoke, but I would just always drink because for whatever social reasons or whatever.
Socially, it helps when you're around people. I don't know why.
It's way more acceptable and shit like that. So I'd always drink, but then last year I'm like, all right, let me take 1 year off. I'm gonna do 1 year. And so it was a year this past 4th of July, and I still haven't drank since then. And I'm just like, I don't miss it. I don't really have a desire
to be numb, because you really ain't doing nothing being numb. That's all it does for me. Like I drink, I really don't need to be social. It's just like, and I don't really encourage much. Like, cut down my little curl and be like, I'm just having fun here.
Yeah.
Just having fun.
I do enjoy the social aspect of it though. Sometimes.
I'd rather smoke than social. I'd rather smoke and be social. Like, let's smoke. Have a room full of smoke instead of a room full of alcohol.
I would love for that day to too.
Yeah, because it's like alcohol.
It's acceptable to do that yet.
Because when people high, they cool. Alcohol, it's too many variables. Somebody might argue. Somebody might get too drunk, they get sick. I ain't never had a problem where everybody got too high and it just something bad happened. It was always somebody got too drunk. Something bad always happens. Somebody get too drunk.
That's true too.
Somebody get pregnant.
Well, for me, sometimes like sitting here on the podcast, I think I might want to maybe just like have a drink with a guest, or I do really enjoy like good bourbon, so I don't really get like crazy drunk. But even if I only drink a little bit, I still feel like shit the next day.
Because you're not supposed to be in your body.
My joints feel swollen. I feel
so I'm not the
like
only one. Okay. Cause I'm like, why? I didn't drink that much. I started drinking water, and then the next day I was like, I still feel like I got a hangover.
Doesn't take much anymore, dude.
Maybe it's we over 30.
Yeah, that's part of it. You don't process it as fast.
True. Well, Tito's, I ain't gonna lie, it processes fast. I don't know what Tito goes through, but I'm like, shit.
But man, don't get me wrong, I love a good bourbon or a fucking good tequila.
I love tequila, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer tequila over anything.
Yeah.
But I started drinking Tito because of the whole no sugar shit. I'm like, I can drink this shit and not have a hangover.
Yeah.
And I still feel shitty. It's just not as bad if I drink like some Remy.
Yeah.
I'll be drinking some Remy, like, oh, God, kill me today. Please, I don't want to get out the bed.
Makes you feel better that way.
I don't like the brown liquor. That's my thing. You be in the club, I'm going to drink brown, be fucked up next to name. I'm like, God, I want to throw up. I just want to go. I'll try to take a run to sweat the shit out or something. It's like, man, I can't do it like I used to. I don't know what it is. Body just ain't the same, bro.
Getting old, homie.
Yeah, that's why I don't drink. I ain't drank no brown liquor in a year. Like I used to drink on stage all the time. I ain't had a brown liquor. I drink Tito's, and now I try not to drink unless I literally get straight on stage. Because if I start drinking before then, I keep drinking. Next thing I know, what's up, motherfucker?
Before you know, it's too late.
And I'm leaving the club. That's why I was like, that whole aspect, alcohol will change your perception of a lot of shit. Like things you would normally do, wouldn't do. Yeah. Like leave and go home with somebody you don't even know. That alcohol had a lot of play in my life with that.
Yeah.
Like, you cute. We go home together.
Cute enough.
Wake up and she like, who the fuck is this? Why your face over her? There's too much makeup. You got to go. That's why I said alcohol, it changed your perception. That's why it made me too nice. People think, how's that problem? I don't know, but
lose your ambition.
Yeah, I don't care. It's like I ain't gonna fight, I ain't gonna argue, but I'm not gonna care.
Yeah.
What we doing now? I don't give a fuck.
That's funny.
Weed though, not so much. I love weed.
Yeah, that's my shit, bro.
That's my shit.
Yeah. Well, dude, we're coming up on 2 hours.
Jesus Christ, it's time to go.
Dude, thanks again for doing this.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey man, anytime, man. I like podcasts. You can talk.
Tell people how they can check you out. If they want to check you out, where should they go?
Tommy Dangerfield. Dangerfield comedy on everything. It's only one me. So check the podcast out and the web series on Co-Parents. That's on Shit Be Happening TV. You look up Tommy Dangerfield, it's gonna pop up everywhere.
I'll put links in, and if there's any a link to the show, if you send that to me, I'll put it in.
I got you. I seen it. I got a bunch of links. I gotta get back on YouTube, man. YouTube, a different world, man.
I get it. Yeah.
Get your Patreon. Fuck with you. They really like you that pay for it on that YouTube. They change everything every chance they get.
Yeah.
All their rules change literally every year. It changes like.
Yeah, people are losing money left and right with that.
I ain't never get any money, so I can't even get mad at that. They changed the monetization.
It's harder to get the money.
Exactly. They changed the monetization thing. I'm like, so I can't get monetized?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Either way, I'll put it in the show notes so they can check you out.
Appreciate it, bro. Y'all have a good day.
Tommy Dangerfield. All right, everybody.
Hell yeah, that was a long time.
Yeah, we're at 2:52.
Jesus, that's 3 hours. I went on my phone. Oh, appreciate you, bro. Let me go ahead and get ready to go be funny. Got a host tonight. Oh, shit, I ain't respond to dude. Yeah, what's up? Can you perform Wednesday? Yes, sir.
Let's grab a picture real fast. Just standing right there, and then we'll call it.